Welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast, your number one opinion source for all things entertainment. Join host Marco Mazzola as he sounds off on the latest movies, TV, music, gaming, comic books, and more. Now, here's the man of the hour, Marco Mazzola.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Entertainment Rants Podcast. I am, as always, your host, Marco Mazzola, and joined with me are all the ranters in the house. Hello, Mila.
Hello.
Hello, Larry.
Hey.
Hey, Bruno.
You are the leader of the war party. You have the honor of staying by the fire.
I love it.
This is the way.
Chills.
This is the
It's
way.
chills. Every damn week there's chills.
Oh, yes.
I come here for the chills.
That's it.
That's it. That's why I come here.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here.
So we can leave now. I'm done.
You go.
All right.
That's
All right.
podcast,
See you
everybody.
later. Hashtag let's rant.
Sorry. And that's a wrap.
Roll credits.
And not for nothing, that was probably longer than the episode 4.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
my God. Yeah,
Before
that
we
was
get into it, though,
disappointing.
before we get into it, we have one quick thing I wanted to mention. Our friend Raphael Moran. Does everybody know Raphael?
Yes.
Geeky Dad
Yes,
podcast.
yes.
So his wife had emergency spinal surgery, back surgery. So she's in recovery. Just want to wish her luck. Send her prayers. Everybody. He's obviously a really good friend of the show. We love his stuff. The Geeky Dad After Dark, and the Multiverse Kids Show.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. His family's wonderful. So Raph and the family, we're pulling for the wife, and I hope everything's okay.
Yeah,
All right,
sending
bud?
lots of prayers, man.
Lots of prayers and love. All
Hope
right.
everything goes out okay.
All right. Excellent. All right, everybody. So we are on episode 4 or chapter 20, if you want to, of The Mandalorian season 3, called The Foundling.
Found him.
Found him, and there he is. He's right there. I'm going to go
he's
find
gone.
I'm
myself.
like, guys, don't you
If
just
only
look
there
down?
was a way to
I
prevent
found
them
you.
from being stolen, right?
I found you. You're right
only.
there. You're in my house.
Like,
You're eating
move.
my food. I found you. You're right. Now go get a job.
Now go get a job.
I found you.
Get a job.
Get a job. All right. So let's go around the room and who wants to? Well, let's do a summary first because it's not going to be fast, and then we'll go into Bruno's previous minutes of previous episodes because as we feared, as we suspected,
Yeah.
Bruno's head came in bleeding.
My head was exploding.
Surprise.
Listening to you guys on episode 3,
Physics.
talking about some of the physics.
Yeah, so Bruno's gonna. So do you want to start with that? Let's
Sure.
start with that. Then we'll get into episode
all right,
4.
there we go.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
So
yeah.
Bruno's gonna go through his minutes.
This will be our corrections for
Yeah, well-
previous
Yes.
episodes.
It's our
Yeah, we'll
retraction.
backpedal. We'll
New segment, new
backpedal.
segment of the
New
show.
segment.
Yeah,
you guys fucked that up.
New segment while Bruno was away.
This is our new segment. You guys fucked that up. So there was a question. I think Larry brought it up, like, and it's a good one. Like, why the hell was there still power on the Star
All right, so
Destroyer?
hold on. Everybody heard that, right?
Yeah.
I brought up a point. Bruno was like, and you know what? It was a good one.
I mean,
That's all I was trying to say.
It's
It's
a
a valid
valid
point.
I mean, when I first saw the
Yeah.
episode, I
Your
was
arm
thinking the
okay?
same thing. I was
See,
like,
there
wait a
you
minute,
go.
there's still power there?
There's still power there?
And then I was
Is your
like,
arm all right
oh,
over
of
there?
course there's still power there.
Sure, I'm okay, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
Yeah, I'm good.
So, the first thing I thought of, well, they're probably fusion engines, and they were. They are. So, when you talk about, so obviously their technology is many, many hundreds of
Light
years
years.
ahead of us, right? So they've got warp drives and other things like that. So they've clearly developed fusion power, which we're like right on the cusp of kind of, because we've created a fusion reactor that created a little bit more energy than we put into it. So that's a super positive thing. The great news is that, let's say in 100 years, if we can figure that out, you can have a cup of water power New York City. It's
I'm not gonna be around
for a
this.
year.
Son of a bitch.
No, but like
Sam,
fusion, in other
is
words,
that because you guys are
fusion
old?
engines are the
You're
future.
not around for it either. Settle
Stab
down.
you.
Settle down.
If we
Damn.
can figure fusion power out, they're the future. So these guys,
So there's the real life stuff.
Star Wars clearly has fusion engines.
took care of it, yeah.
Yeah, and
They figured that out.
And the other thing, when I looked it up, because I was like, well, let me see what they say. They talk about fusion engines, and they're also, like their turbo lasers are powered by the kyber crystals.
Oh.
And so, and that's the kyber crystals were kind of a secondary.
Yeah, it's kind of thrown.
Like
It was
after
not in the original
Star Wars,
script,
right?
yeah.
After Star Wars came out and the world started to grow, then they were like, oh, why don't we introduce
We have to explain
these
this
kyber
shit.
crystals?
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
explain this
Everyone's
magic
like,
stuff.
why?
Yeah.
And you go like, what do you mean, why?
Cuz.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It simply does. Accept it.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
it's not
how any of this
unusual.
works.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that they hadn't dismantled their fusion core. So that's probably why there was still power for basic systems.
Okay.
I mean, you're not
that's what
flying
they-
the ship.
Right. I mean, that's basically what they were saying too. So I was like, all right, whatever.
And then 2 episodes ago, we were trying to figure out
Fucking
why.
up for weeks.
Why? No, but even in that
week.
episode, you were like, do the math. And I was like, I'll do that.
I'll do
That's
that.
right.
And lo and
He went
behold,
home,
he
that
did
was
the
his
math.
homework.
Hey.
I'm here with my homework, teach.
All right, great. Instead of having it on my desk by Monday, you fucked that up, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
not doing, I'm not, no deadlines. No
You had
deadlines.
your
I do
call
remember.
to
No pictures,
arms.
no pictures.
I do
No
remember
pictures.
you hate deadlines. I remember that.
My 4-year-old is like, no pictures. Like, he literally unprompted. I'll be like, hey, buddy, come here, turn around. And he'll be like, no pictures, no pictures. And I'm like, where the fuck
No
did you-
comments.
Where did you
no
get that?
pictures. No comments.
did you get that?
Apparently, people are just taking pictures of your children all the time.
Apparently,
and he's probably
and
just
he's, like,
tired
and he's
of
now
it.
paparazzi, and there's like, no pictures, no pictures.
That's awesome.
I'm
Is
waiting
he
for him
4?
to put his
Please
hand.
talk to my
he's 4.
assistant.
That's great.
I'm waiting for him to put his hand up to the camera and like palm it. Hey,
Gotta get that on
phone.
film.
Get out of here. So anyway, we calculated. We were talking about how fast the body, like Din Djarin's body, fell through the water.
Yep.
And you know, like we were definitely right in that it fell way too fast. So before I did the calculation 3 different times for 3 different depths. But before we go through, it's an easy one. It's not hard. But before we go
Oh,
through
thank
that,
God.
Says the physicist.
before we go through that, how far do you think he fell? 50 feet, 100 feet, 150
I was
At
thinking like
least,
200 feet,
I would say
100
at least
feet.
150, between 100 and 150. At least.
Okay.
The
So
Mythosaur was huge.
I went,
Yeah.
And she was going down for a while.
For a while, yeah.
With
So
the
she
jetpack,
was
bolting
definitely.
through the water.
Yeah.
It took her a while to
There's
get
like
down
5
to the bottom.
to 10 seconds or something
Yeah,
like
to get
for
to the
video
bottom.
time.
Yeah.
So if you can, let's call it 100. Let's call it 100 feet, right? So I did 100 and 150, which would take. So at 100 feet. So first of all, let me preface this by saying that
How much does he weigh?
I assumed he was about 180 pounds,
All right.
roughly.
That's
right?
with or without the armor.
No, he took most of it off.
He took most of it
No,
off.
but he's got no.
But we
He
talked
took
about.
he took all his weapons off.
Yeah.
He still
He
has all
also
his
took
armor
his
on.
jetpack
Yeah, but the
off.
armor's like
for
a
the jetpack.
lightweight
So, right, the
metal
jetpack
or
and all his weapons
something.
came off.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
still had clothes and he still had his armor
Let's
on.
call it. All right, so we can do 200 pounds. So I did both 180 and 200.
Okay. 200 sounds
But I
like
feel like he's like a 180 pound guy roughly, and then if you take 20 pounds of like stuff,
Right, because the armor doesn't
Probably
weigh a
okay.
lot. It's,
Right, that's
it's
right.
gotta
Yeah,
be
that's
light.
right.
It's gotta be light. So I calculated that at 100 feet, it'd take him roughly 17 seconds to fall to the bottom, which is a long time. And if it was 150 feet, it would take about 26 seconds, which is a ton
That's
of
a long.
time.
That's a long
So
time.
movie magic.
Maybe it took her 10 seconds to get there.
She's jetpacking.
She's jetpacking. And so the only way it would work is if he fell about 50 feet, which would take about 8.7 seconds to get down to the bottom. At his weight, and like I had to make some major assumptions, right? When you're talking
Well,
about
right.
drag
Well, yeah.
through the water, it's
The
very
fact that
dependent.
it's even like the white water density or something.
No, the water
It's
density we
living.
know, assuming it's
Okay.
regular
Oh,
water.
good.
But no,
Okay.
it's living water.
It's living
Yes,
water.
living water.
Yeah,
That's a different
Maybe
yeah.
more
substance.
viscous.
I had to
I just wanna
pretend
say
it was
more viscous
regular
because it
water.
rolls off the top
Or
of the
less viscous.
But the bigger
What-
issue
what-
is
keep saying
the bigger
viscous
issue is
that
the
way.
drag coefficient based on the shape of what shape he made falling through the water, right? How he was oriented. So I just kind of assumed he went feet
Pencil.
first.
It was pencil to me.
Yeah, pencil,
Yeah.
but slightly, not like straight down, but slightly tilted, a fall, kind of like that.
Right.
She definitely went down at an angle.
She definitely,
Well,
but
you
she
just
went
want a
down an
jetpack.
angle straight though. She
Yeah.
was like penciling through, but I feel like I think he felt like he fell through the water, but he wasn't quite straight up and down, just a little bit tilted.
He might have.
But anyway,
Sure.
He might have
so
banged
there's a
around
ton
little
of assumptions made here, so these numbers
Oh, he
could be
could've
off
banged
by a
around a
little
little
bit. Yeah.
bit. She was navigating under there.
Right.
She wasn't going straight. She kind of had some turns and things like that to navigate around stuff. There's like rock and whatever like formations under the thing. So he might have bounced off a few of it too.
Yeah.
And that might have been why he was kind of unconscious when he went down there, because he wasn't like he was struggling to get out.
Right.
He was just like a lifeless mass down there, and she had to pick
Yeah.
him up. So my guess is he bounced around some of the rock formations underneath
So-
all the way down.
Yeah. He was bouncing off
Every
everything.
goddamn ugly branch on the way out of this tree.
So my assumption was that he maintained the same shape all the way down, which would give him a fall rate of about 1.75 meters per second, which is quick-ish. So if he ended up flattening out as he fell, then it would have slowed down even more. So these numbers are kind of aggressively fast. So essentially, they were way off. Like they really,
Oh, they were super off.
they absolutely just kind of fudged it and were like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's down there now.
Yeah, he fell.
Although
she
did
looked around.
they fudge it or is it living water that dragged him down?
You know what?
I mean, we could go with that.
I'm going with Milo.
I'm hard line. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with
Doesn't
Milo.
look like normal water.
When she mentioned the living water, like that's why he got. I'm with it.
Yeah.
So that I believed it then, and I kind of sort of believe it even more now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Especially
now,
since it's such an absurd number.
now you got to throw that in there, right? Like if his terminal velocity in the water was 1.75, there's no way he would have made it down regular without assistance.
No.
Right? So
living water it is.
we just proved living water.
Living water.
There it is.
It's definitely living water.
God damn,
we
there
did
you
it,
go.
guys.
Anything else?
We did it, guys.
That all?
Nice job, team.
Yeah, that's the science.
And
science.
episode 3 was bullshit. I know you guys loved it. I was bummed that I wasn't there because I thought it sucked.
Because of the switch over.
Because it was super, super slow. They could have. So I think the information they put out there was good. Like, it was a good story. It was
Well, there
well
was
written.
a lot of the walking around the center with the little popsicles. And
Yeah, but we had to get
that's-
attached to the character
that's
somehow.
right.
We
Yeah,
had to spend time with
That's-
that.
I think that's
we
good.
can't just show him and go,
boring.
"You love him," and I go, "I love him," and then
right.
like move
That's
on.
right.
You love him,
Like,
I love him.
Like I gotta get convinced, you know,
Mila's
that I care about
exactly
him.
right.
I know.
Mila's
Yeah.
right. You have to develop a connection. So you have to write a story that moves at the right rate, and I think they did. But they could have put shit in between and not just had 35 minutes of just really slow. I literally fell asleep in the middle of the episode the first time I watched it through. I had to stop. I woke up. I was like, fuck, I just missed like 10 minutes. And I had to rewind and go back.
A lot of people, I talked to a few people, and a lot of people did not like it. And like I have family
liked
members.
the story. the pacing
Personally,
was
I liked it a
poor.
little
Okay.
bit more. I actually liked the episode. I thought it was a really cool direction. I know it's like we only have so many episodes, but as just
When you
its
have
own,
8, it pisses me off.
yeah, as its own, I was
No,
like,
I think it could still be
as an episode, I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
Maybe I misspoke. Yeah, I did not like the episode.
It just-
I
you didn't like the
It was just the pacing was
pacing.
garbage.
The pacing wasn't well done, and I could literally put me to sleep.
Well, it's tough too
Literally.
because coming off of episodes 1 and 2, and there was like firefights and
Yeah.
stuff. There was a lot of action happening on episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Then you get hit with episode 3. You're like,
Yeah,
something gonna happen?
Yeah.
Oh no,
And-
this
and that
idiot's gonna
whole-
jump off the train and that's it.
right.
Cool.
Yeah, and the physics of the train jump, you're absolutely right.
Oh yeah, no, that was
absolutely
complete
terrible.
bullshit.
I was
That was
absolutely terrible.
100%.
They basically
Everyone caught
superhero
that.
landed.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, that was
Science
100%
Minute with
BS.
Bruno.
Yeah. Bro, you don't even need the science behind that. It's just bullshit.
Don't talk about Bruno.
I like the way she says that.
The accent always makes it.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay,
All
so
right,
anyway,
all right. So we
those are
all for the recap.
That's the end of my segment.
Is
You
that-
fucked
Good.
that up. You guys.
All right. Thank you,
We have to
Bruno.
come up with
Appreciate it.
music for that. I'll find some theme music for
We
that.
definitely
Yeah.
need something.
We need a bumper for that. All right.
Good.
So now we're on to chapter 20, the Foundling.
Yes.
All right. Who wants to do the recap of what the hell happened in this?
You got it in front of you. Do it.
Okay, fine. Yep.
You've already pulled it up.
I know. He's got it up. He's like, hey, who
I'm
wants
like,
to do it?
why are you
Din Djarin
asking?
returns to the hidden Mandalorian covert. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right.
Ragnar gets abducted and they save him.
Yeah, fuck.
Period.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who gives a shit?
No, look, I think you
get
need.
it. You had to make that connection with the other Mandalorians, especially what's his name, the
So-
father.
Although,
Because he hates everybody. He
That could've
hates
been
them,
way
and
better.
he wants to like get a connection. To go.
Here's my question though. It was like 32 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Why
yeah,
not
Just about-
then have another 17 or 20 minutes of this guy who just got his brain fried, or that go back to that storyline? You spent 40 minutes in the first episode or in the third episode going through that. Let's
Some more.
move along.
Get some more.
How come
Yeah.
everything was 50 minutes and this one was 32? Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
It's weird.
That is the one thing, consistency of like this Disney Plus stuff or any of these streaming channels.
Yeah.
Like they're not held to like, a certain time.
Yeah.
Right? You can just, whatever you want.
Well, it's good
You
and
want
bad.
20 minutes an episode? Great, do 20
Yeah.
minutes. Oh, what, next week's going to be a 50? Do a 50. Fuck it. That's fine. I don't like that. I mean, obviously, old day sitcoms had to be 22 point something minutes because they have time
Well,
for
because they had to
commercials.
fit
But
the
then they had
commercials.
also more
But, like,
episodes
you
too.
knew, like, okay, I'm going to get so much of this episode. Like, every episode is going to be this. It was more reliable.
That's
You know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying. I don't
So,
care
this
if
is-
you want to
it's
give me 50
weird.
minutes, you give
Yeah.
me 20. I don't care the length of it, but make it consistent.
Yeah.
How do you go from
Yeah.
50 something minutes on episode 3 to 33 minutes? And this is a
Yeah,
total
that's-
runtime, not
yeah.
even of like showtime.
Right, that's right.
Because this was 33 minutes running time.
Yeah.
There was like 6 to 7. I think there was like 4 or 5.
like
There was
7
like almost 7 minutes of credits.
Before and after the beginning.
No,
and
Yeah,
the
before and
end.
after. There was like
Yeah.
so that's
You add
7
it
minutes of
together,
credits. You gave me 25 minutes of screen shit.
So you know what makes me worried? That they just don't have a big story, right? Like if
Yeah.
you can afford to just miss 20-ish minutes of story, like
In an 8-episode
you're
series.
probably
in an
pushing.
8-episode
Listen,
season.
we're doing it again. We're doing it again. We do this all the time.
Yeah. I
know, it's
First
just
dude's fired. third we're like, fourth
But
we're
all
like,
right,
what
so
the
why,
fuck?
why does it happen that way? Because you get a great idea. You start out and you're like, this idea is fucking awesome.
fucking
I don't know how to finish this.
Disney
Oh,
just
shit.
keeps shitting its pants every single time.
here's the thing,
like every
though.
show they come out with, it's
Yeah.
like, man, this is a great start.
Well,
I really hope by episode 4 it doesn't go in the shitter.
I'll call this a stumble. I'm not going to say they
Yeah.
shit their pants yet because
No, there's no
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Because,
There's no
yeah,
She-Hulk.
just-
Yeah, no. It's
certainly not
absolutely
She-Hulk,
not no
and it's
Boba
certainly
Fett.
not
That
Boba Fett.
that shit its pants right away.
Yeah.
First like 15 minutes,
I'm
I'm
willing
like,
to
oh
give them the
no.
benefit of the doubt. We'll see. Although it worries me that they were just like, yeah, we're okay with a 32-minute, 33-minute.
But the problem, like,
So-
one of the problems
We're
that I
like-
have too, though, it's like,
Yeah.
we're just regular people. And we come up with story, like, when we do these podcasts, we come up with storylines. We're just regular fucking people. All
Yeah,
right?
we write
and
a
we
better
come
show
up, we
than
come
they
up with some
did.
really good shows.
Well,
Right.
remember,
These people have millions of dollars behind them as a budget and a storyline. Like, not for nothing, Filoni and Favreau are no scrubs. How do you not have this shit fucking laid out
This episode,
properly?
I want to call them scrubs.
well, so I can tell you from knowing
Please.
my brothers
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
industry
Yes.
that, the writing comes in, they storyboard the whole thing, and then directors generally fuck it all up. They,
Oh, cool.
They just change a lot.
Yeah.
This one was
Right.
directed by Carl Weathers.
I was going to get to that, by the way.
Well, look, I don't think it's necessarily his fault. I thought the episode itself, if you just look at the episode, it was fine. Like, it was good. I really liked that the jetpacks ran out of fuel. Like, it was well
Yep.
done. But in the overarching plot,
Yeah.
why was it 32 minutes or 30, whatever it was,
No,
32,
I agree with
33?
you. We could have gone back to Coruscant.
And why couldn't you
Yeah.
go back to Coruscant?
Give it a little bit more.
Why didn't they have a whole story arch that the Favreau's like, yeah, this other, you know what, dude, you have to include a piece of this thing in there, right? And the writers probably did do something like that, and maybe it was cut out. Like, but you're right, though. 4 people sitting in a room, we wrote a better story for the first 3 episodes already, and like, what's
Fuck.
going on?
What the fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you a little worried.
I mean, obviously, Vision's 2020 in hindsight, right?
Sure.
So like now you can always pick apart something and be like, oh my god, you could have done this wrong, this different, that different.
Counterpoint.
Go.
After they've written it and read it through, now you've got hindsight.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
they know
True,
exactly
true,
what
there it is.
I just
Yeah,
read through the whole thing. I just looked at the storyboard
Yeah.
because they
We all sat
storyboard
down and
everything.
read
When you
it and looked at
storyboard all
it.
that
Yeah.
stuff, you generally have an idea of what
That's-
your runtime
well,
is.
that's
Like,
true.
not
Well-
down to the second book, because then you got to edit and whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
you have an
Right.
idea. Like it's
You know how many
generally,
frames it's going to take.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you generally know like there's a calculation on a script. Like one
For sure.
page of script is like worth like whatever it is, a minute of screen time,
Right.
or whatever it is, or 30
Yeah.
seconds of screen time. So you
right.
know approximately how much script you have.
You definitely know.
So you got an idea. So like you look at the script, and this is kind of light there, huh, Bob? Like, okay, why don't you beef this up a little bit? Put some more charts and graphs.
Yeah, but
Like, do something.
go
the
back
script.
to when we were talking about how we got Bo-Katan over to the planet to save Din Djarin, right? Like, we were like, oh no, better place to have done it would have been just have her volunteer to go.
Right.
You wouldn't have had a weird, loss of loop in there.
I mean, no,
Yeah.
nothing. Who knows if that wasn't already in there? But that was we need
Maybe
to cut
it was
out
changed.
some. It was
Or maybe
changed.
they
it was
had to
cut it
add some
out.
action.
add it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, all right, we'll have him go by himself, then he'll get caught, and then she'll come and fix it, which might be right, but like...
I hate that they do shit like that, though.
No, because I
You need
still stick to
fillers
the
like
fact
that.
that
You need
I
some
still
of
stick
that.
to the fact that I think it would have been better with her going. They could have done a lot of the shit together that he
Yeah,
did.
he could have gotten
and
caught,
then-
he could have had a
and I think
battle.
it would have strengthened their bond
Yeah.
a little bit
Or-
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Or
right.
Would have
at
given
least-
her more time because she kind of like converted kind of quick. In my eyes,
Yes, I
she
agree with
converted to
that.
the way kind of quick. Like she dropped in, she saw the big beast, and like,
Well-
this is the way.
Well, the
Like,
big
it was
beast
a little
is-
bit more. 'Cause-
That's a
but-
big selling
That's a
point, though.
big-
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
big
like-
point.
that's
That's
like
like
2
Jesus
minutes
walking
ago.
in the door
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
going,
Right?
"Yeah,
You don't have to- you
I'm
don't
like, bro, you just looked like Christ in the
Yeah, but
eyes.
it's
Yeah,
2 minutes ago.
kinda.
on screen
I get
time.
that conversion quick.
I think I'd hop on board. a little
2 minutes
quicker.
ago on screen time, she was like, my team is gone. Go fuck yourself. Do it your goddamn self. I don't need your bullshit. Fuck your clan. You're a cult. Goodbye. 2 minutes later, she's like, whoa, that thing's big. This is the way.
No, but like I think
Fast. You seem to be persuaded easy.
She's
mean,
looking
I-
for
the
thing is,
something, man.
she's-
Like,
yeah,
she found it right there.
if
I
you
found
didn't,
you. You know,
if you
right
didn't
there.
believe in something and all of a sudden irrefutable evidence appeared in
Well,
front
she
of your
believed in
eyes,
something. Everybody
you'd
just
be like,
ditched her.
wow. No, she
and
believed it was all
salty and
bullshit.
pissed.
Yeah.
She
And
believed it
his
was all
stuff. She
bullshit.
thought the way and all that stuff was
No.
difficulty.
She also thought like the mythosaur was BS.
Yeah,
it was
I
just
know,
a
yeah, I
stupid
know
little
that.
pool.
Yeah, but she believed in something else. Mandalore and all that kind. She believed in
basically an
history.
atheist of their religion. She
Well,
was.
Yeah.
But she believed in
She would like
Mandalore
practice it
and,
under
she was
name only.
pissy about
but,
it all
like,
being bombed away.
She believed in the country, the civilization. She believed in Mandalore, but I don't think she believed the religion of Mandalore.
No, she definitely didn't.
But
that's
then
my
she
point.
saw Jesus Christ, essentially.
She saw Jesus.
yeah, and was like,
She saw
oh,
Jamie
wait a minute.
downstairs down there
Maybe
with
they
the
had a
horns on.
point.
I was like, I believe.
Yeah, I
mean,
I think a little bit more time with him together.
Counterpoint,
would have been.
if a portal opened up in that wall right across from you here and Jesus Christ walked through, you'd be like, all right.
You win.
I
There
get
it is.
it.
After
I was wrong.
After I
right? Or
cleaned up my
whatever.
underwear, I'd be like, what took you so fucking long? 23. What
Yeah, but
happened?
now you're just
Where you
questioning
been?
where have you been, but
Where you been? I'm
not
gonna
do you
question
exist.
where you been.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
not
yeah.
do you exist. Like you believe right away.
And you're like, yeah,
I want-
shit.
That is fucking irrefutable. You walk through a
I
goddamn
wanna see
portal.
papers. I
And
still
he was
want-
like, so what are you guys doing tonight?
Either
whatever
that's,
you want me to.
Either
still
that's
wanna-
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange in a weird outfit.
Yeah, I want to see
Or
Yeah,
it's
picture
Jesus
it's
walks
Iron
down.
Man. Picture it's Iron Man.
yeah.
I want to see papers.
I'm not too concerned with her conversion. I think that
Yeah.
well, it
no.
was quick, but it
It,
I
it,
was pretty
seemed,
big. More
it
of them
didn't seem
adventure
too
together.
out of place with the way she acted and her mannerisms.
In all seriousness,
I would like to see more of her, them together.
I mean,
Action and
yes,
adventure
I
together.
agree, it would've
definitely
been
things you
really
could have
good.
done.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though, with her converting so fast, and like we had talked about this off air as well.
Really,
She was, I know, she was sitting in the throne by herself, absolutely fucking sulking.
Yes.
She had
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wanted something.
woe.
Especially since they blew up
Right.
like the last
So-
thing she had of Mandalore.
So now she's just
Right.
like, I need something to grasp onto. I need something to grab onto. She
Yeah.
saw that fucking mythosaur
She
was
was
like,
lost.
yo,
Yeah.
this is like real. So I was talking about this with Marco before. You know, when you watch these cult shows, these documentaries, stuff like that, the people that get out of the cults,
Right.
sometimes the cults are like, yeah, go ahead. Have at it. Go
see
do
you
whatever you
soon.
want to do. And then 2-3 years, when they realize that they don't have anything because they gave everything to said cult, they come back
It's a
because they
community
don't.
they go back
right,
to.
because that's
Yeah.
what they know. So now that I mean, she didn't know like the old ways or whatever, but she was
She knew
always
of them.
she knew about them.
She heard the stories. And
Right, and so when she was searching to believe in something, she wanted something. She wanted to have a part of something.
she was definitely lost.
yeah. It's like
And she
she
saw
also,
that mythosaur. She was like, "Yeah,
This is what I've been
It's
fucking
also
this
like
it.
a lost faith, you know, like
Yeah.
come back,
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Absolutely.
Mark, I get that. What you're saying is it would have been nice if they bonded outside of that, but the whole thing of her conversion, I'm like, have at it. Like you said, if Jesus Christ walks in this door, I'm like, what's good?
Holy
Hey, listen,
crap.
I was born Roman. I was brought up and born Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
If Buddha walks in, I'm going into
Yeah.
Buddhism because that's real. It's
that's-
all right.
that's what it is.
I believe that
You're
shit
like, damn,
now.
all right, 100%. All right,
Whatever
what's
you
up?
are, you're
All right.
real.
What's happening?
Here we are.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but
Nice. Rub that.
they just got to rub it. Get it.
Rub the
Yeah,
tummy.
I
Like,
wish it's
hey,
maybe-
hey, man, I hope you don't mind. Rub his tummy.
Rub that tummy.
He's like,
I heard about you. Hold on.
Hey, bro, no homo, no homo.
All the gold paint
We're
is
rubbing the
missing.
tummy,
Yeah.
rubbing the tummy. No.
All the gold paint is missing right here. Restaurant, all the gold paint's missing up right there. So there you
wow,
have it.
wow.
All right, so let's go to some of the other parts of it. Obviously, we get more of the how did Grogu escape?
How to Grogu escape?
How
Yep.
to get saved?
oh,
cool.
Grogu lore.
Yeah,
We
that was
got a little
cool.
bit of Grogu lore.
Grogu lore.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
let's get some
yeah.
Grogu lore in here.
Like,
It was all
And
right.
he's got PTSD.
wicked
oh,
people.
bad.
Yeah, no, he's like watching
Yeah.
her make the thing, and all of a sudden he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, remember the war?"
Yeah, she's
Damn, this shit
banging
was
out there, and
wild.
he's like seeing the flash. And it was kind of like I felt bad
It
for
was
the
a
little
little
guy. Like you saw,
psychedelic,
his
wasn't
ears go down, and he was like
Yeah.
cowering. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Did he get beat as a
I
little
was like,
child?
put your back up, kid.
I know, right? What the hell?
Toughen up, you little bastard.
Tough it up.
You need your whining.
Damn, and you're like,
he gets
wow.
saved.
Quit your whining.
He gets saved by it's Kelleran. Is it Kelleran? I can't even pronounce. Kelleran
Sure.
Beck is the Jedi's name, played by obviously Ahmed Best, who played Jar
Jar Jar Binks.
So
Wait, no way, did he
Yeah,
really?
that's Jar Jar Binks.
No
He was Jar
shit.
Jar
Where the hell have you been?
We started in trouble.
Yeah. So it was a little redemption for him, apparently.
it was
Larry
good.
and I were talking about this.
It's good
like,
to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I just never like this.
Well,
is
he
just
got
me.
he personally got like death threats after.
I know.
I feel
which
like if you do anything in
never
Star Wars, you're gonna get death
understand that.
threats,
But it's not-
honestly.
it's not
But
his
Jar Jar
fault.
Binks is like
No,
way
but
worse.
not his fault.
That's my point. I never
Yeah.
understand
I don't
why
get
lunatic fucking people. This guy is an actor, and he was told what to do.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the character play him like this. And he did his great job.
Yeah, they weren't
doing
saying
exactly
like,
what
improv
the turkey
this
neck
guy.
guy told him to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Wobbly neck guy told him to play it like a dumb whatever Rastafarian, whatever you want to call him, like really hammed it, and he did. He did exactly that.
Yep.
The guy did. So why are you mad at this guy? Why are you mad at him? Be mad at the director who told them to do it that way.
Right.
Yeah,
This
no.
guy did a great job doing exactly his job.
Yep.
I hate
What
when
the
people
fuck?
just like get confused with
Oh.
reality.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, it
like,
fucking pisses me
I'm
off.
like,
But
dude,
they really hammered him though, like
They
bad.
did.
It wasn't
They
just like
really
a couple
did.
like, hey,
And
like you
always-
suck your
Right,
ass.
he was wrong.
He was on like Suicide Watch.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
doing
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I am no Jar Jar Binks fan, but I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at Lucas for putting that character in the fucking movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
It's good redemption for this
Yeah,
guy.
as far as his job, I thought he did a great job with that character. I found him funny. I just thought it was stupid in the movie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I thought he did a great job at it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
It's
So
weird.
that's what always pissed me off about that. Like I always felt bad for the guy.
Yeah.
Like there's no way he should have been like
I didn't
death
think
threats
about
and
him at
stuff.
all, actually.
That's sad. It's sad for you.
I'm honestly with Bruno.
Fucking A.
I was like, all right, that character sucks. I'm over it.
I'm over
CGI the shit out of it. Let's
But
go.
when I
Move
heard about all
on.
the death
And
threats
that's-
and all
yeah,
that,
that
that's
sucks.
when I felt bad.
Yeah.
That's when I felt bad because I feel bad for anybody who goes through that kind of crap. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's not good.
You know, you try to do your job, and all of a sudden these lunatics come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Good Lord, you guys need something with your heart going on. And his heart grew through 3 sizes that day. That's a heart condition.
It's a heart condition.
You should really have that checked.
Something's wrong with you.
Something's wrong. So anyway, so he's the guy who saved him.
yep.
He's apparently a very accomplished Jedi who was one of the ones who was trained and learned how to use 2 lightsabers at one time.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
kind of like his.
That was pretty
Florentine.
cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
That's Florentine sword technique.
Yeah,
is
it's
what
pretty
called.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what that's
Oh,
called?
thank you.
Grievous
you
would be
are.
impressed.
Yes.
Grievous would be impressed.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, Grievous was using like 4 of them at a time.
Yeah,
He's all
he was.
robotics
Put together
and
4
stuff.
arms.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But it's more like a helicopter technique. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
They
pretty awesome.
So they just cannot get away from Tamora Morrison, man. He played the Clone Troopers. And he was the Clone Troopers.
Oh, of course he was. Well, they needed his
He needed
voice.
his voice, yeah.
Because again, it's going back to the the Clone Wars. So they're like, hey, if we're gonna use Clone Wars because that's the time frame, we're gonna use the voice. They could have just dubbed the voice and go, hey, you want to make a couple bucks?
All right,
Record a couple more lines.
So, I know a lot of Star Wars lore, but not this. When did they go from being called Clone Troopers to Stormtroopers? And then when they did, why? Do you know?
So after Order 66, basically Palpatine orders the destruction of all
Right.
the clones, and then they start like basically
Then they-
recruiting people,
yeah,
real
then-
people. Not so that's the problem. Is the stormtroopers are not clone troopers. They're not him anymore. It's like Finn. It's people
Okay,
like him
yeah.
who are just taken off of other planets to be stormtroopers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, that's what they
once the Empire
So
takes
after
over.
Order 66.
After
And
Order
that
66,
was
they
the
become.
order of it.
Okay.
Like originally it was all droids.
Yeah.
But then Palpatine figured, I can't control droids the way we can control people, right? He can Jedi mind fuck people, clones, into doing what he wants.
Right.
You can't do that to droids.
And he had them
Then-
created anyway with the
then-
chip in their brain. So
Yeah, and then he figured that wasn't working anymore, so they moved over to stormtroopers and found that to be even
and
easier.
now they're the Empire. They rule everything. So it's like, hey, come. It was basically kind of like join us or die.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have some of the people that are like,
And you see a
yeah,
lot of that
well, I'm
in
in
Andor.
on
You see how
that.
that
Some
worked
people
in
really
Andor.
enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Andor gives us a lot of like that.
Yeah,
how that
Andor
shit
was
works.
real good.
Yeah, I love the backstory. I love the backstory. on that
Especially
stuff.
loved episode 6.
Fuck. Episode 6 was the worst.
Episode sucks. Episode sucks.
so
That's
bad.
the one.
Yeah, episode sucks. Fuck me, man.
All right. So
As we get off this episode
no, it's okay.
again.
'Cause I actually want to get off topic for just a minute, just because well, you know what? I'll talk about the end. Let's talk about.
All
the
right.
end. I got a little
So-
little something else I'm watching. I want to talk about at the end.
All right, so
Let's finish up this one.
on this
Yeah.
one, so we see the Grogu escape. That's really cool.
Yeah.
We get to see that, so now we know how he gets off the planet.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about. So clearly, and I was confused about this until you cleared the air for me a little bit. I was wondering, like, why is this little youngling being protected the way he is? This little, Padawan being protected by all these different Jedi. And then Marcos goes, well, this race is like super, super force sensitive.
Yeah. Yoda's race.
Yeah.
You don't know their names.
So, and I was like,
And there's only been a few of them in the canon. There's
Right.
one other one you've never seen in film, who was like this badass dude who was like almost got turned to the dark side. And if he did, like we would have been fucked. Like the good side would have been screwed. We're the
We
good
would've been
side.
fu- oh, we're the
Not
good
you.
side?
I know
We
you,
are-
you
we
little
are
tiny
the
little-
Romans.
you with your little heart doesn't care about anybody. But the good side would have been fucked because he was like extremely pouful. It was like really like a hair away. I forget that.
So I guess that's what
He was,
made
like,
sense to
kinda
us. Like, all right, because
Anakin
Yoda's kind of like
Yeah.
quote unquote old, so they're like, oh, we have a new one.
Not even quote unquote old. He's just old.
Well, he was like
He was
800.
old.
He
He's
died.
just
He
old.
died like 100 years after that, according to his age, which I still don't fucking understand. Like their age gap, like how they
Their
get old.
longevity.
Well, no, like how
Well,
is
like-
their
like when-
is
when-
one
when
of
you-
our year time is how much of their year time?
That's
which
what
is
I'm
the same.
wondering.
1 year is 1 year, but they live
No.
for like 900
No,
years.
but he
No.
like I think because wasn't he in the 800s in like Clone Wars or whatever?
Yeah, he was in 800s,
And,
and
when
he
he died in
died-
Jedi, it's really only about 20, 30 years later. Cause
Right.
And he was 900 years old. He was over 900.
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
is
so they
when Luke is
fucked
born.
Oh
it up.
no, that was just a
They-
fuck up.
they fucked it up.
Yeah, that's not. That's
I don't know, 'cause I'm thinking like dogs.
They weren't counting. No, they weren't counting like the Yoda years. It was
No, but my point-
900.
but Larry's
it was like
right. So
900
Grogu-
real
they fucked
human
Grogu's
lives.
50. Grogu's 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's got to be at least 52 by now. He was
Okay.
50 in the first season, and now we know there's been at least 2 years he was with Luke.
Okay, so he's
52
52.
is over the fucking
So-
over the
so-
hill.
So no, but again,
He's
so all right. So
definitely
what's
talking more. He needs
what's
the speech
what's the
therapy. He should
difference?
be talking more.
What's the age difference? Right?
Intervention.
What's the age
Intervention.
difference years wise between episode 3 and episode 6? 10 years?
Of Star Wars?
Yeah.
3 and 6 is 20 some
3
years.
is, yes, like 20. Because it's like
Right.
3 to 4 is
Hold on, it's
10
episode
years.
3 to
Oh, yeah.
episode-
I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's 20 years. It's 20
Episode
years.
3 to episode 4, which is A New Hope, is Luke grows up. Luke and Leia are born.
Well,
in
yeah,
this is
they're born in
their
3.
20s.
They're in their, I think
Early
they're like
20s.
20.
The
So
early
okay,
20s.
Also,
So
that's
at least
20.
20
In
years.
episode 1, it's also
And then
a
episode
child,
7
and then grows up.
No, episode 6 to episode 7 is another like 20 or 30 years.
I don't even give a shit about episode
Just
6 and
saying,
7.
there was always a
Yoda
20.
dies in
So
6.
call it 50 from episode 1 to episode 6.
But it's not.
I'm
No.
saying
Oh, from episode 1. Okay. No. Let's say it's 50 years.
approximately.
Sure. He was in his 800s.
No, I think that's a fuck up. I think it's just a fuck
Yeah,
up.
I
Which
really,
is weird. You
I
can
really
do the
think that's a
math.
fuck up.
You can do the math backwards.
Well, you can also
the
not
Return of
add
Jedi,
Jar
he
Jar
was
Binks,
this.
so-
That's the
We
shit.
know this is this
That's the
many
shit
years
that
past, so
pisses
just
me
minus
off.
us.
That
Minus
pisses me off more than anything else.
I mean, I know I'm bad at math, but
you
that
have
was really fucked
physical numbers outlined and spoken in
Yes.
a
Nobody
movie.
checked the
Watch your
tape.
own
You
damn
have
movie.
to check the goddamn movie and be like,
Come
oh,
on, Mila.
all right,
Watch the movie.
We said
Come on.
he's
Let's go.
900 years, so he can't be 700 in the first movie because
When
there's
it's only
only
30
30
gap.
years, whatever.
Okay,
right?
well,
so that shit,
So
you fucked that up.
wait a minute. So even if you just look at him, just the age progression, when 900 years old you reach, look as good will you not? That's when he
I do like the
died.
fact that you had to put them in there.
Well, that's what the quote was.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I love
you
that
didn't
that's
do
part of
No,
the
we know what
quote.
you're
That's
talking
part of the
about.
quote. So he's
I thought you were having a
900.
stroke for a second there. I thought for a minute he was
No.
having a stroke.
In there. Which
For
one
me,
was
for me,
the
it was the
obvious
fact that you
was like,
still
call the
you went
ambulance.
like it's definitely still part of the quote. Like you didn't even you didn't even add a little sauce to it. Like you were like blah 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 blah.
And that's when he dies, right? There's,
And then he- and he
there's
dies.
an amazing.
So that's when he
No,
first meets.
yeah,
That's when he
that's
meets.
the
Yeah, so
time.
900 is when he
900
dies.
years old. So what the fuck? So this is a part of it. I'm trying to figure out like what's the age difference. And there's a reason why.
Luke whine.
Facts.
Did you see that meme?
I'm tired of you whining. I'm out of here.
He's like, as a parent, I understand now why Yoda was sick of answering Luke's questions, so he just died.
He's awesome.
Just
I'm checking out.
I've seen that
So
one.
the reason why I'm bringing up Yoda, because I'm wicked upset about, not upset, but that something.
Larry's Hill. Larry's
I mean,
Hill.
This is my hill.
Larry's Hill
I need
is
bumpers
their
for
my
our
hill.
I
photo,
need
so
bumpers for our hills.
It's a writer mistake.
yeah,
He's
that's
900
it.
years. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
He's 900 years old. Yoda's 900 years old. So first and foremost, we need to figure out how the hell these people age.
They age 1 year every year. I think that there's nothing to suggest anything different. You have to go with the human years.
Galactic years.
Okay, fine.
One normal year.
How old is Grogu
Well,
gonna
galactic
be when he
year.
becomes fucking old enough to be talk? I don't
Probably
know.
like
Because he's fucking 52 now.
100.
Look, all right, look.
And by the time, okay, and if that's the case, now here's my point. He's 52 right now. If we gotta wait another 50 years before he becomes quote unquote a teenager, Din Djarin's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody that he's with is
He's
No,
gonna,
no.
he's gonna have 15 Din Djarins that he's gonna connect to in his lifetime. Yeah,
So
there's
then-
no way.
So now this is where I get
So
disconnected.
then when is he able to basically fend for himself? Where he doesn't need
Instead
a
of
protector?
being this like little
What is it? I don't think Yoda didn't need a
carriage.
protector. Obviously, he could fend for himself.
Yeah, but Yoda's a grown adult, actually
Right. So
elderly,
when does that
right?
become? When is that? At what stage of their
Well,
development?
you can,
I'm kind of hoping they speed up the development a
You can do
little
some
bit.
basic math, right? So if you assume that at 18, the human,
They fucked up the math
A
one
human
time. We can
person.
accidentally fuck it up again.
right? So
We go, oh, it's just because he's like, and they add like
Making
something
great
bullshit,
podcasting,
like.
by the way. Just making for awesome podcasting where we're silent.
sorry.
Like,
If you assume, all right, here's
We're still
you
here,
go.
everybody. We're still here.
Here you go. So if you assume that an 18-year-old human male can, quote unquote, take care of themselves, we know teenagers are still idiots, but at 18 that they can take care of themselves, that's about 22% of an 80-year-old person. Let's say you live
an
to 80.
average.
All right, hey, listen, I have an answer for all this. I have an answer for all this.
Hold on, 22%
Let's do the math. Let's do the physics math first,
22%
then.
of
Yeah.
900 years, which is what we think Yoda's lifespan is, would be 198 years old. So he has another 46 years to go.
Strap
before,
in, kids.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a long one.
Before he's
Still an idiot teenager.
before he can fend for himself. Now speaking is probably going to happen much faster than that, right?
Yeah,
So what did
hasn't
you
he
find,
technically
Larry?
already said his first word?
In
or
Revenge of the
was-
Sith,
were we
Yoda's
tripping?
877 years old.
Okay, so that kind of adds up.
So
Yeah.
there's just the answer. Okay, so that gives
So
us
it's
what?
about
That's
30 years.
So then they
30 something.
didn't
So it
screw
is.
it up as
So
bad.
they didn't screw it up. Okay.
Okay.
So he's
I go with that.
877 in Revenge of the Sith. He's 900 years old when Luke meets him, or when he's about to die,
Yeah.
whatever. So okay, so like that time frame kind of works.
Yeah.
20, 40 years,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
He also
that
could-
adds up
Alright.
Well, I
roughly.
said 900 years, but it doesn't mean he's like exactly.
Yeah, no, I was
Right,
just about to bring
right,
that
right.
point up.
Actually,
I was like,
908.
also for the way he was speaking, like, looked good, pretty good for 900. You know,
Yeah.
you know, he's probably
So-
just spitballing a little
So
bit.
now that we
you
know how old like they
Well,
age, because that was
exactly.
one of my
What,
questions. Like,
driver's
how
license
do they
next, you
age?
fucker?
Like,
No.
do they age like dogs? Like,
Tell
you know,
you
by
about
the
that.
time in human years, a dog's 2.
Oh, I
Are
see
they
what you're talking
14
about. Yeah.
and they're a little bit more
Yeah.
adult-like? So that's what I was curious.
Right,
So
like
now
a
this
dog's an
pisses-
adult at like 2, 3.
Right. So now this pisses me off even more because again, he
Larry's
was
so good
900
for it.
years old when 900 plus when he dies. Fucking Grogu needs to step it up. If not, if we're gonna have 9,
No,
10, 11,
Grogu
okay.
has until he's
So
200.
maybe,
All right.
maybe
So then why do we have
puberty's
to-
1 year away.
So if that's how long it takes this character to become a certain age,
Well, at the equivalent of an 18-year-old.
right? To an age of an equivalent 18-year-old, why are we spending so much time on other people? If like, what story are you trying
I mean,
to sell
he's
me?
their marketing product, right? Like
right.
everybody loves Grogu.
Thank you.
Everybody fell in love with Grogu, and they
Okay.
fell in love with the relationship
Yeah.
between Din Djarin
Yeah,
and
was he
Grogu.
even supposed to like continue on the series? Who knows?
So
You
that,
know,
I mean,
after
I guess
season one,
I think
I'm not sure,
that's
like,
what
if they
I'm.
really planned on keeping it around. They're like,
don't know.
marketing genius.
I mean, I think season
he is
one-
now afloat in the Macy's Day Parade. We might want to keep him around.
No, I think they intentionally leaned into that because I think that the whole season one was a Grogu story.
Pretty much,
So
yeah.
then it's not hard for them to be like, oh yeah, this is going to be
Keep
good.
him around.
So I guess the reason why I'm asking these, like, and I know that they're all kind of like ridiculous questions at times, but the reason why I'm asking this is, it seems like that they just like kind of just like throwing shit at the wall for these episodes, just kind of see what sticks and what doesn't, and that shit really pisses me off. If you're supposed to be an established,
I don't think so. I don't think
move this story along to, but it doesn't seem like they're moving.
because they're done with the whole season. It's not like they're figuring it out. Maybe season 2 they're doing that. I can tell you that for sure. They wrote season 3 based on a bunch of stuff that they got feedback for on season 1 and 2. So I just did a little bit more math. So if you figure out that, let's say, the average human baby can speak decently a few basic words at 3, then Grogu would be essentially 33 years old before he could speak some basic words.
Well, then he's 52.
So then
Yeah, he
he's
needs
definitely
Yeah.
Then he's
definitely
running
So
behind
he
the curve a
really
little
does
bit.
need
delayed.
speech
There's a
therapy.
little-
All right.
He's a little delayed.
I
It's
mean,
early
you can't-
intervention speech therapy.
Yeah, but he's been kind of like, bumping around.
He's been
a while.
traumatized.
Yeah, he's been traumatized and got bumped around a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
You
gone.
know,
He's
away
getting a
from
little
Jedi
slower,
Temple.
you know?
Yeah, he's
He didn't
gone
have the
from
teachings going
orphanage to
on. Yeah.
orphanage.
And
Yeah.
Luke was a Jedi.
It's been a rough 50 years.
Therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also understands. He just doesn't speak.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His comprehension.
And wait, we know that he can speak using his mind. He can speak if like he can,
With images.
with images
Yeah,
and like
I mean,
I don't know
if you have
speaking,
if
though.
you,
Honestly,
if you have
I've
like
always-
Jedi Force powers.
Yeah, I've always thought that that's how he's been able to like how he's been able to stay alive anyway is
Yeah.
because he's manipulated in human minds to not kill him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Just look at him. Look, he's a little guy. He's kind of a little. He's kind of a little guy.
Gideon looked like he was gonna tear him when he went.
He kind of leans into the eye blink, 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 blink.
Yeah, he
it
does
kind of
that.
keeps you safe from a lot of bad things.
A lot of times.
He goes.
The quote unquote Empire people because they need him. The Empire people aren't going to kill him. They want his blood. They need him because
Right,
it's going to help them.
right, but every other human, and that's why I've always had this. But I've always had this theory that he's able. As small as he is, there has to be a way that he's able to survive. And the way that I've always thought is that he uses his Jedi mind tricks and he manipulates humans. That's why he's able to survive as long as he needs to. It's a survival thing.
Who is he manipulating?
Every human that's ever come next to him, except for the Empire, because
I was about to say, I don't know. The Empire was kind of vicious.
But hold on. But wait a minute.
I'm confused.
Even the Doctor started to change a little bit.
There's some holes. in this
there's no holes. There's no holes.
I mean, there's so many times that people were shooting at him, and he should have used that power to stop them from shooting at him. All the bad guys in the
I don't
Empire.
understand why you think everybody wants to kill him.
Because everybody wanted to kill him at the beginning.
They want his blood so they can clone him.
Well, it's because
same water buffalo. They wanted him, right? But not just that. I just think that he had to be able to manipulate people's minds in order to survive as long as he did. That's always been my thought.
Well, not everybody.
Anybody that's trying.
How long was he camping on that little ship?
All right, wait a minute.
Froggy dude.
Didn't John came to kidnap him and do his thing, right? Because he's a bounty hunter.
Kill him.
But he was a bounty hunter, right?
Yeah.
He just came to get him.
Came to get him because he was a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
How well did that work?
I mean, it didn't, but
It didn't. Okay, so
it's not a bad theory.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It worked. He got him, and he took him there. And then he figured out what to do with him, and he's like, no, you're not keeping him.
Well, he did. He had his gun up to him.
He's right. He was going to give him away until he found out.
I understand that. But why is it so hard to? So this is the point. Why is it so hard to believe that Grogu was like, shit? I know that if I stick around with him, he's gonna like protect me.
Sure.
So let me Jedi mind him to make him go, you know what? No, this isn't happening.
Do you remember when they were talking about the Jedi mind trick? It's only weak minds that can be manipulated like that.
Okay. So you're assuming
that Din Djarin's got a weak mind, which
you're assuming that this super force sensitive creature can't do that.
No.
But he
didn't say that. I didn't say he can't do it. You wonder if he did do it.
Right. The if and in maybes. I mean,
he had to do it.
Again, that's what makes it a theory.
Yeah. I think
that's always been my theory.
You got to support that theory with some evidence,
because I think Din Djarin just kind of
show me some evidence
to Grogu because he was a foundling. And he was lost, and his whole, his people got fucking murdered, and he basically saw the same thing in Grogu.
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
the big reason.
You're basically a green, pointy-head version of me.
Yeah.
So I'll take care of you, I guess. You know what I mean? And they're like, and then even the armor is just like, well, he's your charge now.
Okay.
It's feasible.
I mean, that's how you feel about it. That's how you feel about it. And my theory is because that's how you're backing up your thing. By the way, I'm backing it up as saying, hey, this is a professional. This is a trained man. This is what he does for a living. They have no feelings. They don't give two fucks about anybody. His job was to go get this thing and go return it and collect his pay, move on to the next job. Something made him go, I don't like this. You want to believe that it was his own personal feelings that,
Okay, so hold on. That's a good theory.
Then let me finish it then.
I think you explained it, right? That you think he just controlled him.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if that's the case, how do you explain the fact that in the story, the way they wrote it and presented it, he was going to turn him over, and he decided, at least in the story, it looked like he decided not to do that the moment that he learned what they were going to do with him.
Because,
so in other words, what they're going to do with him
the story presented
the Empire. He figured out the Empire was taking him, or a new version of the baddies.
The story,
are going to do something with him, and he doesn't want that to happen either.
The story presented that line.
Otherwise, the Empire's coming back. And the Empire destroyed Mandalore.
Okay, because at that moment, that's when the Doctor had little Grogu, and Grogu just kind of like did his mind fuck with him. Was like, "Yo, dog, you need to get me the fuck out of here." Why is it so hard for that?
I guess it's hard because we didn't see him do it. Does that make any sense?
Like they didn't focus on him. You didn't see
being like, "I'm staring at you," and I'm.
Because usually their eyes would glaze over. They go
he's
like,
doing the healing shit. His hand comes out.
He didn't do a force pinch. He didn't.
So all right.
So
in the story,
so wait a minute. This little thing. Wait. This little thing put this fucking big dinosaur thing. Remember when he put them to sleep?
That's a different story. That's a different thing.
Wait. Because I'm showing that solidifies. That adds weight to show how strong this little son of a bitch is. Maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe he doesn't need to. But okay,
he's strong.
But here's the thing, though. Maybe he doesn't need to do the whole wavy. Maybe he doesn't need to do
every time he does something, he uses a wavy.
Okay, but maybe he just doesn't have to do it when it comes to the mind fuck. Maybe he doesn't have to do these out the droids you're looking for.
So let's look at that.
Scene situation. There's nothing that suggested that's what he did. So you're putting something on it when there was nothing in the
because
story.
Because that's right there, and that's what I want to believe.
Oh well, that's great.
Right.
But you got to show me something to prove it.
All right, so hold on one second. Not
that he's forceful. We know he's super powerful, but every time he uses power, he does a little hand wavy.
So you know that he's using the Force.
I think we all agree that he's very powerful.
And he's super cute.
Right,
maybe that's it.
Maybe just he's super cute.
Maybe his blinky is that.
So he's super.
That's been pretty effective.
That's been pretty effective.
Who me?
So he's super powerful. We agree on that. Every single time that they've shown him do Force stuff, he's either got the eyes going or they show the hand. Right, one of those two. So
his eyes roll back.
So in order for him to do this mind thing, he would have to do it without any of those actions. Which, okay, let's pretend that that's the case.
Nobody's ever done that in Star Wars.
It doesn't matter. Hold on one second.
Well, no one's also done the Force heal thing. So
let's talk about his theory, right?
That's what they do in Star Wars, yeah.
That's what Obi-Wan did, right? This is not the droid you're looking for.
Like
that was even way too much.
Motion.
That was even too much.
They're doing hand wavies, little hand
Everybody
wavies.
knows. So that's what I'm saying.
Varying
So he didn't have to do this whole. It was just a simple little gesture that he did.
What he's saying is that there's some gesture, and we've never seen Grogu make any gesture in that scenario.
Even Yoda picking up the X-wing out of the swamp is still like having his stroke.
That was that physical lifting up the fucking thing at 900 years old, lifting the thing.
Not quite.
Again.
Yeah, but he's there.
No, he said he's 900 years old.
I think all we're saying is that
you didn't see the hand motion, therefore it didn't happen.
No. We're saying in the story, they have not.
Mind.
In the story, they have not shown anything that would seem to indicate that he's doing any of that. It doesn't mean he's not, but they just haven't shown it.
Yeah,
and he's done nothing
and that's my theory.
He's done nothing.
And that's what I think.
Without using his
I
get
all
nothing,
that.
including.
I think this might be going in circles.
It is. No, this absolutely 100% is.
I don't think we're shaking Larry at all.
No. But let's pretend that is absolutely valid and true. Let's pretend it's true. Then, wouldn't you think that would kind of invalidate the growth that they're trying to show of Din Djarin, like how he kind of grew? He's normally a bounty hunter.
And their bond together is now fake.
His bond, right? You're essentially saying the bond is fake.
No, I think that the bond has grown because of said, from the beginning. But I think that at the dead beginning, that's how this little son of a bitch was surviving.
So he unvoodooed him?
No, he voodooed him just to get him away, and then hey, come on, little guy, and then his bond grew from that. He didn't have to voodoo him anymore.
All right.
I just. Survival, that's how you survive.
I think all we're saying is we haven't seen anything.
I can hear again, I can see, but who am I?
We just haven't seen anything.
That's fine, all right.
You're right, that's all we're saying.
All right. Listen, in Rise of Skywalker, when that little bitch healed the fucking snake, I remember sitting in the movie theater going, she's got Sith in her. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I was like, Sith people heal. She's fucking healing. She's part Sith.
But that's
at the
evidence.
end of it.
That was a good deduction from looking at the evidence. There's just nothing that we've seen. You can't point to something in the show right now.
Other than your belief.
Other than your just belief.
So when I said that about the Sith, it came out to be true. So this is what I'm going with.
Yeah, because it's a physical manifestation.
But when she did that, you were like, that's weird. That connects two different things.
He's healing.
You connected something that happened, and it made sense. It was a good leap. But here, there's just nothing yet to leap from. Is all I'm saying. You could be right. You might be right.
All right. I'm just saying that's. I'm thinking that's how this little son of a bitch has survived as long as he did, is because he's mind fucking people, humans, and shit like that. So.
All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's possible.
I can see that happening.
He's a little prick, though.
I
don't blame him. If that's the case, I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, and that's what
he's just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Trying to survive. Survival of the fittest.
That would be a good strategy.
Yeah. And he's not making people jump off buildings. He's just
like, yo, protect me. Don't kill me. Protect me.
Or even that simple thing of don't kill me would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Because even when the doctor, when the doctor had him in his possession,
kill another beast.
Do you have?
There's a thing that like sprays.
I got blasted with it last week, and I finally
I
said,
got
"What is
blasted
that?"
with a spray. I was like,
Yeah.
what the-
For context,
over
there's
there?
a little perfume thing in here, like a Febreze that squirts every once in a while,
And it comes out
it's like
potent.
lavender
Like a
something.
massive whiff,
Yeah.
like right.
Yeah, no, and it reaches quite across
Like
the room.
I'm tasting it. It's
No,
like,
yeah,
ugh.
it's rough.
No, yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
turn that down.
So like when
I'm
the
still working on
like
dialing it in.
when the doctor had
Not quicker,
Grogu, like he even started to be like, "Oh my god," and then. What was it? They were like shoot at him or something like they were trying to. He was like, no, don't hurt him. And I understand like he was trying to get the blood, but even the doctor was start churning a little bit.
Yeah, but
when Grogu was in his presence.
Do you remember earlier that they were like the doctor was having issues with the morality of taking blood from this creature? So in the story, I felt like that was what they were using for the explanation.
Okay.
You might be right. I feel like though, if you are right, it really devalues a lot of the growth they're showing.
No, I think at the beginning was more like that's how he got with Din Djarin.
Yeah.
That's how he got Din Djarin to protect him and save him for as long as he did. But I think that the story between them has grown, so he doesn't need to do that. I'm just saying that I feel that he's got that capability to do, and I think he did do that just literally to kind of like save his own ass going through the. And I mean,
I feel like it was more of the case of like when Din Djarin found him. And the travel that he had to take the adventure to get back to where he was going to, like, okay, hand him off. They had adventure before that. It wasn't just like, oh, I found you here. I'm going to give you back now. There was episodes in between.
Yeah.
And they had adventure together. And he's taking a little knobby thing off his shifter and things like that. So that he's growing attached to this creature.
Yeah, he grew to like him. Yeah.
Before he even tried to give him back, he's like, I still have to give him back because it's my job. But no, you're going to kill him. Don't give him back. Give him back. Give him back.
Yeah. I think that just like I said, I just think that at the
episode
beginning.
4 has really given us a lot.
Oh my
more
god,
than we
episode
thought.
4.
It's a cool theory.
That's just my theory. That's all.
Episode 4 has given us a lot more than we thought it would.
Yeah.
Like, how can we done this in 20 minutes? 51 minutes in.
Let's go back to that mind
51
control
shit.
thing because
Yeah.
I've
We don't
noticed
want to beat this dead horse.
between
more?
no, this is different. Between
Different
Andor,
horse. Great. We're gonna beat a different horse to death.
between Andor and episode 3 of Mando, they're doing a lot of brain shit, right? They fried Kix's brain in Andor, and they fried that guy's brain.
That's kind of
in
their
episode
thing.
3. But it's new. Like that wasn't a thing
We like
in the old Star Wars series. Like when Darth Vader comes in when they first grab in New Hope,
Perfect English.
and they first grab Leia,
Yeah.
they just come in with that floating droid with a needle.
Yeah.
It wasn't-
Well, I think what it is-
whereas
I
now
think
we know
before-
they would put her just in a fucking brain machine and mind flare and fuck with her.
Well,
right?
also now think about the mind flare. Oh yeah, because
The mind flare, doesn't the mind flare just basically make you just reset you?
We don't really know because
Yeah.
they haven't gone.
The mind
Well, if
flare
you
does
turn
what the
it all
plot
the
needs
way
it
up.
to do.
Well,
Yes.
what she was saying.
That's
is he's
exactly
gonna
right. It's a
forget.
convenient plot device.
It is. But it's
You're
kinda
like,
sound
oh, it just
she
removed
said
all their memories,
it's gonna
just some
make
of their
him forget
memories.
it. He was kind of scared. It's going to make him forget everything.
Yeah,
Kinda
but remember
like-
he said at
Gets
low
a gray.
power levels.
It
It's
just
just you know
tickles.
you feel
It's
happy.
pleasant.
It just makes you happy.
Yeah, just adjust your mood a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But the needle thing
we
is
don't
more like a
know.
truth serum.
I mean,
That to me, that's what it always.
I know, but, like-
because Vader needed info from Leia as to where the rebels were hiding, and he was
yeah,
trying to get
but you
out
know
of
what?
her.
But
It was like,
they
fuck it,
just didn't
Lore
have
of our planet wasn't gonna work. So shit, let's get the needle in here and make
hear
give it
ya.
the shot of the truth serum.
Yeah.
And this bitch
I just
start
feel like
talking.
they're doing a lot of like brain manipulation stuff now. Like Andor
That's
and this,
true. No,
like,
there
they're
is
kind
a
of
lot more
adding
of that.
another.
I mean, how many
budget's
times do we see
better.
It's a
the floating
scarier
orb?
element. The budget's better. That's
the
right.
budget's better.
How many times are we gonna see that floating orb with the needle sticking out of it?
We
Little
saw it
janky.
one
Trying to get it
time.
lobotomized.
Little janky.
Well, you know, in the 70s, it was.
Well, that's what it is. It's like, yo,
fucking
look at
terrifying.
this. I mean, now it's like, CGI, better budget. They're like,
All right, so we have anything else to talk about in episode 4?
Well, we didn't really talk about it.
we
right?
We didn't talk about the episode at all.
talk about.
We talked about
We didn't talk-
everything but the episode.
was about saving Ragnar, and they didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that
We
at all.
talked about the theoretically.
Why?
Want to talk
You know what I want to know? How
the
did they
grand
get those
scheme of this
3
episode.
baby pterodactyls, whatever the fuck they were, inside the ship? Are you
I know.
fucking kidding
There's
me?
no way
It's
they're
bigger on
fitting.
the inside.
They walked out, I was like,
Fucking
what?
TARDIS.
Yeah.
Is that a goddamn
No
TARDIS?
way.
Yeah.
And run the fucking physics.
I'm
There's no
like,
way. Those
duh.
plus
You didn't walk in
people,
there?
plus Mandalorians.
Those plus people, just the mass was too much. And then you talk about like they were keeping them at bay because they would have gotten fucking eaten.
Oh, yeah,
so
those
there's
little things that eat 'em.
Where's the space in that
they're-
ship to do it?
So this episode as a whole is a complete fucking filler. It's
Yeah.
what I call an
Oh,
episode
that's,
three.
yeah,
It's an absolute
that's
filler.
100% filler.
Just
Oh,
There was
yeah.
like there was like
Get the
maybe
guy off the- get the kid
three,
off the
maybe
nest.
4 things I want to like kind of hit on. Like Big Blue, I'm actually mad that last episode you don't like them. This episode everything's back to normal. You could have stretched that out. I'm kind of mad.
I don't know that they show that he's up to normal. I think he's a soldier and he's a loyal soldier. So if the armorer said he's in the fold now, you have to treat him like one of us, and he's like, fuck, I don't want to, but I will. And that's just, but I don't think he likes him. I wouldn't say.
I would like to see a little more beef if they have beef.
Yeah,
you know,
we never could have got a better
just a little bit more reaction out of them.
Beef to show beef is kind of
I think like beef.
No, but then
redemption.
why would they have shown the beef in the first place?
I think you're right.
Then why
I don't
forget
think it's
about
going to
it?
be a thing.
No, because he saves his son.
There wasn't even words traded really about like any. They didn't have any dialogue together. He was just like,
last episode,
He
just watches from
Thank
afar.
you for saving my son.
Yeah, but the last episode,
Not
he
even
watches
that.
from afar as as Mando and Bo-Katan are like accept it. And he's just like,
Yeah.
So
So you go from that, but again, I mean, he wants that sword, and we talked about it after episode 3. He wants what they essentially have. Right. It would have been nice if they kind of stretched that tension out a little bit. I don't think we're going to see much tension now because the way that they played this out was he was like, Thank you for like saving my son. I got your back. Like that was the vibe that I got. I'm like, wait a minute, you should have fucking stretched this out.
Yeah, no, I was
that would have been cool. Because then you would have seen.
Well, I'll give another episode because I didn't see them hug and kiss, right? Like
they were short of simplifying and belly bumping.
Yeah, but the thing is, there was again,
if my worst enemy saved my son, I would thank him gratefully.
Although the thing is, they didn't even say it in like almost like disgruntled about the fact that you saved my son. There was nothing. There was not a single thing between them. There was no tension at all whatsoever.
As a dad, I get that. I mean, it's like, he saved your son. There's nothing you want more. This is your heart living outside of your body. I don't care who saves him. I just want him back. And so the guy that you hate saved him. You're going to begrudgingly be like, God damn it, thank you.
But even while they're on the mission,
doesn't mean I'm still going to love you for the rest of our
I don't know. I think they were short
social interaction. All right, thanks. I'll bend over now.
Larry Pilsen. No, just kidding.
At a medium pace, right?
Right, of course.
Moderate pace.
So there was that. A cool aerial scene, the aerial fight. That was pretty cool.
I was actually going to say, I kind of really liked the cinematography of this episode a little bit.
Cool.
Whenever they do like cinematography shots, I'm like, yeah. Like the shot of Bo-Katan flying after the dinosaur in the background to the sun. That was so well done. I was like, I love that.
Really
that
awesome.
So good.
Absolutely right.
What else did I have?
I liked, like I said earlier, I liked that their jetpacks ran out of fuel. Like, that's reasonable. These things don't last forever.
That was a good thing to add.
I don't know.
Why?
Well, I
didn't see them.
And it also gave Bo-Katan an opportunity to be like, I saved the day. I'm part of it. I'm contributing.
It's a trope to get her to do what she needs to do. Like we said,
it's a good mechanic, though.
Well, that made sense. That made a lot of sense.
We've never seen any jetpacks run out of fluid.
Because
they're clearly limited.
But we didn't know. We've never seen that before. Not that we have to. What I'm saying is, with all the other technology you had, we have fusion generators on the Star Destroyers. Yeah. Why can't the jetpacks have something better than gasoline or fuel?
It's a chemical
that uses them so they can run out. Right? Land speeders can float. I was not done. I know you still keep fucking talking.
Well, you keep talking over her too. We do this a lot.
It's
that's long as I started this line of commenting before I got interrupted.
All right.
So the land speeders don't run out either. They just keep fucking floating. And shit just sits there floating. All these different things.
The land speeder float
and moves.
Technology is different than the
moves,
propulsion.
We've never seen them gas up. We've never seen them get the shit just propels itself. You know what I mean?
But it's like a car probably go 300-400 miles or something like that.
So I just wonder, why wouldn't they at this point?
Chemical propellant does not last a long time.
No.
Which is why when you're launching rockets into space, they're fucking huge.
100% right. That's why I feel like
the biggest problem with this whole thing is we keep comparing Star Wars shit to real life shit. Star Wars is fucking made up.
No, but this is a valid comparison.
No, because if we've gone 40 plus years, I got you, Mila. Hold on. If we've gone 40 plus fucking years and these never run out of fluid, why are we just gonna throw that in there now? Go ahead, Mila.
Can I also say we've never seen a jetpack go long distance?
Yes.
We have never seen them go long distance. It
That's
makes
right.
sense that
I'm
they
gonna
run out.
back
Absolutely
Neil
You
up on that.
obviously have to use the ship.
Absolutely right.
So I'm gonna back Neil up on that. I feel though that they ran out of fluid, like they went up and then they were out.
No, they were flying for a while.
Were they?
They were flying through the mountains
Yeah,
for a
no,
while.
they were flying for a while.
it was like
but
that
it's
30
still,
fucking
30
knots.
but it's
miles
still
apart.
so much further
It was
that they
like
have to
off
go.
in the distance, like you would see, like almost disappearing into the sun.
Well, that's when
You
they
know what I
first
mean?
started
Like, it was
chasing
getting
him.
hazy.
When they first started chasing the thing, he was like, "Yeah, well, I'm running out of fuel."
They made a point
They
of
straight
it,
up
like,
running out of fuel for this
really
one.
far. Yeah.
I mean,
All
the only way you can chalk that up too is if like they had already been doing shit.
All right.
Yeah, he fueled up that morning.
Now
They
you
were
know.
doing like they were doing like maneuvers.
They were doing
Yeah.
maneuvers,
It's
exercises,
like
maybe.
he had
They
that
weren't
chance to
fully
gas
jetted
back
up.
up again before
Yeah.
the thing came down. I was like, oh shit! I
I mean,
got half a tank.
I'm not gonna
Right.
fuel up before I go on a mission either.
No,
they
fueled
just
up that
launched.
morning.
They just launched.
Yeah, no,
they
they
weren't
kind of
expecting.
went. They went right away.
They're like, holy shit,
that's
that's
right.
just
Yeah,
grabbed.
okay.
They never
all
had
right,
a meeting.
all
They
right.
were just like, all right, who's going? Go.
Sold.
All right, go. Bye.
Sold. Again, I mean, I still don't. I mean, I'm with you, Margo. I mean, for 40 plus years, we've never seen anybody need to fill
you know
up.
what Mila's saying,
But with
never seen
Mila,
it go that
yeah, with
far.
that, it's
Right.
like,
Yeah,
hey,
we've also
Yeah.
never seen them go like 30, 40 miles,
Yeah.
right? On a
They-
jetpack, when you're looking at chemical propellant, unlikely.
Exactly.
real life shit.
I
Fuck
mean,
that.
Well, who knows?
Kyber
what
crystals,
Collins is.
Kyber crystals. They all have Kyber fucking crystals.
That would make more sense to me.
So
Yeah.
and
Actually,
that's
using
the
something like a
problem,
kyber crystal
okay?
or something
They
to
treated
propel itself with.
those jetpacks like it was 21st century technology, and it's not.
Right.
It's whatever. It's 25 with the
Yeah,
2500s.
because have you ever seen a jetpack that we have? Do you ever how
Yeah.
huge they fucking are?
No, they're not. They're
I've
about.
seen-
They're a
you've seen
little
like
bit.
doing those, like, the
Yeah,
big
they're a
arms
little
and-
bit bigger, but they also don't
Ain't that
last.
little packy thing.
They couldn't go 30 miles, right? But so
Yeah,
so
but the
so
big
they
ones
use.
that we have don't go that far. And they have these little tiny ones with these two little rockets on the
Well,
back.
Although
they've
even
obviously advanced the
still,
technology
it's
a
kinda
little
like,
bit.
Yeah, even still though, like if you think about it, they still use ships. Like what? Like if
They're not teleporting.
If your jetpacks could go for that so long,
Right.
Why
would
are
you
we?
need ships?
Why are we still using ships?
Because you can't breathe in outer space.
Most of them.
Well, yeah, but like
It's hard to carry other
around the
people.
just like theoretically, if we're talking
I'm
about
just
just
throwing in your
like,
theory.
like
It's
no,
hard to carry shit too.
like if we're just talking about around the planet or something,
she's
you know,
right.
even
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
you know, we're still using ships. Like,
Yeah.
So that's my only issue is the discordant between their like Star Wars technology, kyber crystals, fusion reactors, and a chemical propellant in a jetpack, which like chemical propellant is 20th century
And
technology.
we know in the latest, I can't remember whichever episode it is the Rise of Skywalker, the Stormtroopers use jetpacks. They're like, remember they seemed like, I didn't know they could fly because they were in the desert. And they
Oh,
with
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Lando scene when they were going through
Yeah.
the ship where they found Lando.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I didn't know they could fly, and there's like Stormtroopers
Yeah.
using jetpacks.
So they got
but
jetpacks
again,
now.
but you know, it's weird. They should have either
You've never seen it before, though, the Stormtroopers or anybody.
yeah.
I don't know about.
Anyway, I thought it was
Looking
I thought
like
it
Clone
was
Wars and all
it
that
kind of
stuff, but-
made sense-ish in the you know
Yeah.
in the moment. You know, I was like,
I-
oh yeah, of course,
yeah.
that's cool.
I think it still makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
I mean, again, like if you're talking about the grand Star Wars lore, yeah, I guess it could be a little
Yeah.
questionable.
If you somehow had a
like,
Star
in the
Destroyer run
scene,
out,
it
they'd be
makes
like, what?
sense.
Yeah.
So
They did.
I don't know.
They did.
Star Destroyer run out of fuel.
No, the stupid one, the one the Ryan. What's this?
What is it?
The one in between the three sequels. What was the middle one?
Rogue. You don't know?
No, the three sequels after the 7, 8, 9.
Oh, the 8
Force
was
Awakens.
No, that's the first one. What was the second one that everybody hated?
That was the Rise of Skywalker.
Rise
No,
of
that's
Sky.
the last one.
The
All right.
Jedi Returns.
Last Jedi.
The Return
Oh,
of
The
the Jedi.
Last
Okay.
Jedi.
Last Jedi.
The whole plot is the rebels' ship is running out of fuel. But they can stay just ahead of the Empire
right.
ship, of the First Order ship. They can't quite
Is that the
hit
point?
them. That's the whole fucking thing.
Oh.
It's a 2-hour speed
forgot.
like chase through space, slow chase.
right.
It's like in Austin Powers, when he's like,
Yeah.
"No!" and the steamroller takes 5 hours.
No, you're
Right.
thinking of a
Same
fish
shit.
called Wanda.
The thing is like,
Yeah.
it's just fucking dumping along.
Oh, no,
the
it's
whole movie
Ken.
just beyond the reach of the First Order.
Yes, I
and they're
remember
running
now.
out of fuel, and
You're
it's
right.
picking off ships one by one because they're
You're
running
right.
out of fuel.
You're right.
And that's when they have to.
True,
Once it's finished,
true.
they have to go and get shit so they can get in. And then they fucking bolt through the dreadnought.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that was awesome and stupid at the same time.
Yes.
I'm sure the physics on that was way the fuck off. And
Well,
they
yeah.
hyperspace
Stop.
through the goddamn thing. And what I did like, even though as stupid as that was, I love the fact that they dropped the sound. And everybody in the theater's like, what the fuck? There was no sound.
Oh,
on it.
that's
Oh,
right.
that was
That's
cool.
right.
That was
Right.
good.
It was just dead silence, man. You're like checking your ears. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
There's no sound here. I thought that was kind of badass.
It's a cool representation.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I like
scenes all.
but you're absolutely right. A fuel source that should essentially never run out.
Ran out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird.
With fusion engines and kyber crystals.
Yeah.
Damn, it'd be like that.
I have two more things.
It's not
actually.
like, you know, Scotty and his crystals. You know what I mean?
Scotty was the fucking best.
It was,
Scotty,
No, Scotty-
he's
We're
like,
gonna
we'll
Star
have the
Trek.
engines
We're
ready
gonna
in
Star
3
Trek
hours.
at
We
the
need
end
it in
of
7
this.
minutes. I'll do my
Done.
best.
We're actually
my best,
going to do a 2-minute Star Trek talk at the end of this.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, then let me hop and finish with my 2 points. When they
Pick one.
No, it's two because they're both really fast. Big teriyaki, flying teriyaki.
Yeah.
Gets wrapped up, eaten by the big crocodile. I laughed my
Yeah.
ass off.
That was
right away,
good.
I'm going.
That was good.
But what about the chicks? They bring the chicks. So what? All of you people that don't know how to fly, that aren't creatures, are going to teach these things how to fly?
No, they'll know how to fly. I mean, it's not like they're like, what do I do with these giant wing things? Like that.
Yeah, I think
It's kinda hard
animals
not
in
to
the wild,
know
it's
what's
long guys, they still
Yeah.
figure it out.
All right.
Birds know how to fly, even though their mothers don't kick them out of a nest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They figure eventually out.
That just speeds it up.
No.
No. My mama done told me
Get
to
something
bring
for
them for dinner. My other thing was, I thought it was kind of cool that when Bo-Katan, when she gets her new arm piece, and she was like, hey, you know, you want me to put the night out? She's like, nah. give
That
me.
was awesome.
So
That
now
was
it makes me
cool.
wonder,
I like
right?
that. I like
We
that.
had talked about this a little bit. Where did she see the Mythosaur?
In the water.
In the living waters,
Yeah.
right? So when she tells the armorer about it,
Yes, I didn't like this scene.
I
You
needed
didn't-
that.
This
no?
No, I didn't have the poo-pooing it either.
Yeah, the armorer literally just talked past her and just was like, yeah, that's nice. I'm sure you.
I'm
But-
sure
but-
you
so-
did.
I'm sure you saw
I'm sure
that.
you did, sweetness.
But
yeah.
I'm wondering,
Hey,
right? But I'm
you're
wondering,
pandering.
hold on.
Don't treat me
Condescending
like that.
me.
Now, I'm wondering if she basically just saw it's like, you know what? The living water shows you what you need to see.
Yeah.
And in her mind, she wanted to belong. And this was my point the other night when I was talking about. She wanted to belong to something. So in order for her to believe and to belong, the living waters.
Larry, that is a theory you can
That's
lean on.
a good theory.
That is a
Now
theory
we're
you can
talking.
lean
You
on.
know with the Grogu mind fucking shit?
Yeah,
that's a theory.
So this is.
Hey, we're done with that.
I like that one.
So my thing was, she said she was like, and so I don't
That's
think she
a
was
good
really.
theory.
So I don't think she was poo-pooing it. I just think that she was like, you know what? You saw what you needed to see.
Yeah.
That's like when, you know, people
No,
take
that's some
their
Jedi
walks.
shit.
Yeah.
That's some Jedi
And so
shit.
she needed something to belong to. So in order for her to like belong, the living water showed her what she needed to see, which
The
was
living
the
waters,
myth.
Mila.
So back to Mila's
the
living
living
waters.
waters.
2 in 1. We just wrapped all this shit up.
Let's
So
go.
that's why. If it's not real, I think that helps. And so I thought that was really cool. So it's like, it makes me go, did she actually see it?
All right.
Or was it in her
I like the
mind's
scene more
eye?
now.
I like
Right?
that.
More
Dude, we
And so
gotta go
now,
back to
and
living
now
waters.
she got the new
I like
insignia.
that
So,
pitch. I like that pitch.
so she's got the new insignia. I think she's gonna be like more of them.
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
in it. No,
You know,
she's
like,
in it.
so
She's
I don't-
definitely in it. She
I don't
thinks she
think-
saw Jesus.
Like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
She saw Jesus, Buddha, all of them.
Yeah.
And she's now, it's like, I thought maybe it was going to be like a ploy, like she's going to like, maybe, I thought we were going to see some separation between Big Blue.
Yeah.
He was going to have his own sect.
Yeah.
She was going to have her own sect. They were going to have the like big Mandalorian war. That would have been kind of cool too.
I don't want to see the Mandalorian separated again. Like,
Yeah.
I get
We're
that.
just building up.
I know.
Just getting there, yeah.
I'm like,
But-
come on.
Don't do it.
You
Don't
know,
do it.
that's kind of what I
Don't
was
take the
thinking.
easy way.
But I think that she is full
bring on the
fucking
parade, Larry.
on. Like she's
Oh yeah, she's all the way.
all the way.
She
Yeah.
dialed
That's just
in.
really where I want to end. Like
I really like that.
I really
like
like
that.
as an episode, it was fucking
Because
like
now
25 minutes.
you know what that shows us? Like maybe she didn't. We saw it, but maybe she didn't really see that. And she
Yeah,
thinks
she
saw
thinks she
it.
did.
So maybe it doesn't really exist. Right?
Maybe not.
That's pretty fucking sweet. That's a
Maybe it did
that
exist
is
at one point. Maybe it
I
didn't.
Right,
feel
it's
like
definitely
we could also go.
good writing.
Yeah, we
Right
could also
there.
go like a little deeper with it. Like maybe the living waters took him under so she could see that. Or
All right,
something.
you just changed my whole perspective on this whole.
But again, I'm
Like,
piggybacking
maybe
off
we
of
could go deeper
your
with that, you know?
thought with the living waters is kind of what made me.
Yeah.
And then when she said that, you know, the living waters helps you see what you want to see. I was like, fuck.
I think I was too bullshitting her. I was like, stop fucking patronizing her.
Right.
She saw the
She knows
goddamn
what she saw,
mythosaur.
Maybe she
goddammit.
did.
She knows what she
Who
saw.
do you think you are? You're nobody.
Big Stuff?
You're an armorer.
Why-
You went after the goddamn alligator with tongs and a fucking hammer.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
that was
But-
your
and then when they were firing,
But here's the thing,
you got
though.
tongs.
Without the
doing?
armorer, nobody has armor.
Yeah.
Nobody has weapons. Nobody has any.
She's got
They don't have a religion. They don't have a religion.
Bro's little chest plate.
He's got his little chest plate.
Why
That's so
why did she
stupid.
shape it the way she did? Why didn't she make it a little bit
Little
more
smaller?
A small, yeah, it was
Like
fucking
he's not gonna
huge.
grow fucking that much bigger. Like
It's a circle.
He's
I know.
essentially the size he's going to be, maybe a
No,
little bigger.
Yoda's bigger than that. Yoda was
mean,
bigger than
yeah, but that was a
You're right,
big
but not much.
arm piece. I mean, that was a big plate.
It was
but
fucking
maybe,
huge.
But you know, maybe it just looks big on him now.
Make it
but when he grows,
rectangular or something. Why circular?
It did seem weird that it wasn't like chest shaped.
Yeah.
It was just a circle.
Yeah.
yeah, because
She's
eventually
like-
that's gonna
Yeah.
sit on his
She's
shoulder.
like, here, oh, well,
That was kind of funny.
you know what? Here, have this. Why don't you put it on? This might fit on, like, say, your chest.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Let's go with
Yeah,
chest.
it'll fit
I thought
It's a
somewhere.
head. It's a beanie. It's
I
yellow.
honestly thought she was gonna make him a beanie.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
I was
over
waiting
there?
for that, too.
What's going on here? What's happening? That
You're
part was kind of
looking funky
stupid.
fresh, my guy. Here, take this.
Right? Where we at with the episode?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it
For
was
a
good.
25-minute episode, I really liked it.
I thought it was decent. I wanted more.
I thought Ragnar should have been covered in goop when he was, thrown up out of the mother's
that
mouth.
didn't
That was
happen.
gross.
Not enough goop. 0 out of 10.
Should have been goop. Yeah, not
Should've
enough
been
goop.
goop.
2 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah, no.
There should have been more goop. All right.
More goop.
My bad. You know what? I actually, for 25 minutes, I think it was garbage. Trash. Utterly
That's the
Absolute
title
crap.
of this episode.
Yeah.
More
Take it
goop.
all back.
That's the title of this episode. More goop.
No.
More goop.
But yeah, for 25 minutes, I liked it. But as a whole episode in a series, I thought it was bullshit.
Just filler.
I thought it was
Yeah,
a
to me,
little
it's the weakest
bullshit.
one so far.
Yeah.
You know?
That's,
Although I
that's where I'm at.
really wanted him to see that giant fucking gun fire that was mounted on his back when they were going to save
Yep.
save the kid. I
Oh,
wanted to see him fire that gun.
Yeah,
he never
the
fired it.
giant. I
It could
forgot
have been
about that.
absolutely
It's a huge
yeah.
fucking weapon. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but he uses that against the alligator, doesn't he?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I
don't
think he
remember.
does. I think he uses it against the alligator.
Yeah,
If he
was
did, I don't
holding it,
recall.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was holding when the alligator comes up. He's
Yeah, but like, do it again. Let him pull that shit out when he's firing.
Yeah,
like,
Although you might hit the kid.
The pterodactyl wasn't like
Yeah.
having like that kind of armor and shit on it.
Right.
She
Yeah.
definitely would have done more damage.
you would have blown a hole through his wing.
That at least
Yeah.
down to the thing.
Not even trying to like
But
throw
they-
fucking
but
bungee
remember,
ropes at him.
remember what they kept saying though. They had
didn't
to
wanna
be
hurt
very
the kid.
careful because it would have killed the kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So everything that like, you had to be careful.
Oh,
Why it's gonna kill the kid? You can't touch
I
it,
have
it's
a
gonna kill the
question.
kid. Oh boy.
Why the fuck are they still there?
I know.
Yeah.
All the shit that's on this planet, and they're still hanging around.
And they're training
saying-
outside. Just train inside.
Train inside.
Jeez.
I don't know,
And here's-
looks a
Get
little
your
rats
little
in there.
torch and get out of there. will you?
But here's the thing, though. David said they were like, yeah, he's probably gonna kill it because it killed all the other ones. Wait, so this isn't the first time that this has happened?
Yeah.
Not the first alligator. And
Not the
You
first
should put
alligator,
like
not
a
the fir-
dome over it or something.
right,
You know?
That is the definition of insanity.
like a door.
That's super irresponsible. Like literally,
I don't
you
think
got
they
one
should raise
job:
young
protect the
ones.
people in the fucking coven.
They're like,
They should have been
farm
protecting
things that way. We use
God.
more
They have no
foundlings.
business protecting kids. They're not doing anything right. All right. Okay, so thank you for that. I want to talk quickly about Star Trek.
okay.
Has anybody been watching Picard?
No.
Oh, fuck me. So Picard.
Maybe that should have been the
up.
first question
Yeah.
before you even asked any
No,
of
no,
us.
no, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
still going to talk about it. I don't care. So Picard, we're on season 3. And we're quite halfway through. It has been amazing. If you liked Next Generation or any of the other series, so the whole premise, obviously, it's years on. It's like 30 years after Next Generation ended. Picard's back. We're on season 3. The first season was good. Second season was weird, but okay. All Q. Q actually dies in the
Well.
second season. Spoiler alert. Now we're on season 3.
I didn't think Q was dieable.
Yeah, no, they weren't supposed to be, but there was kind of like apparently something happened. The Q continuum is kind of like, and he was
Wasn't he essentially a god? Like
Yeah, they're
demon?
omnipotent gods. Yeah. So, but they can
Thanks
die
for
if
the
they want to.
spoiler. Yeah, I think that's great.
She looks right over it and goes, what the fuck?
You know
I
what?
was like,
Thanks for
hey,
nothing.
There's
Thanks for nothing,
there's
Marco.
a 6-month
Thanks,
one.
man.
There's a 1-year
Anti-Semitic.
moratorium on season 2. Fuck yourself. There's a 1-year moratorium. It came out last year. Should have seen it by now.
Sorry, I'm watching all the other shit I'm
Hey,
caught up on.
So
I've
am I.
been busy.
So am I. But yet still find time for Picard. So now we're on season 3. And they stated from the beginning this was not going to be Next Generation. But now they're like, maybe we should. So they're leaning into all the old characters are back.
That's
Geordi was
because they
back.
got a ton of feedback
Yeah.
from people. They really love it. And
Yeah, they
Next
love
Generation
it.
was probably the most beloved of all.
It is. So this last episode was fucking awesome. It was my favorite one so far. One of my favorite Star Trek episodes. It was super nostalgia. And Geordi comes back. He's got 2 daughters in the show. One of them played by his actual daughter in
That's
real life,
cool.
which is
That's
super
cool.
cool. And they're running from the Federation because these changelings are back, which we've seen before. And they're basically infiltrating, almost like Hydra, are infiltrating the Federation. So they have to run and get some shit, right? They end up where Geordi is. He's at like this Starfleet museum, which houses all kinds of old relics, like important ships and shit from the history of the Federation. It was fucking badass.
And they find an old F-14 fighter and they fly it back to freedom.
No,
like
they
in Top
find
Gun.
the original Kirk Enterprises there.
Yeah, like I said, they find an
They
original.
find do you remember Voyage Home, the movie,
Yep.
the Klingon bird of prey?
Yep.
That's there. The Voyager is there.
Wow.
And like Seven's on this ship with them since she's talking to Picard's son. He's got another son. And she's like, yeah, that was Voyager. That was my home. That was she gives him the whole history of how she became. It was fucking awesome.
Wow.
It was super badass. And they need to find a way to get away from the Federation. So they steal the cloaking mechanism off the Klingon bird of prey and attach it into the ship they're riding.
Okay,
So it's
question.
fucking awesome.
If it's 30 years on, why haven't they just cloned that technology and everything has
Because there's a treaty in Starfleet that no ship can use cloning technology.
Cloaking.
There was, cloaking technology.
Oh.
There was a map. I forget which accord it was. Blah blah blah. They said and the Klingons weren't supposed to have it either, and they banned cloaking technology through all the ships.
I mean, I feel like in a Warbird, you just you do it anyway.
Right. Well, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. There was like one of them that had it. They got the cloaking technology. And yeah. So that was. I mean, if you like Picard, if you like Star Trek, I definitely recommend Picard. As a show. And this last episode was complete badass. It was a total trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
You're seeing all this old shit. They're like,
Can't go wrong with old Jean-Luc.
You can't. So then, like, what's his name? Riker and Worf and this other girl who's in there, who's a new character from the series.
Number one.
They're on the Daystrom station, which houses like all like the most high, top secret tech that the Starfleet owns and has. Everything they're working on, crazy shit. So they have to go in there to find what the changelings stole. They stole a portal weapon, but they stole something else. They used the portal weapon as a disguise for something else they're trying to steal, and that's where they find Data, who's died twice. But they have a new version of Data who has all the personalities of like Lore, Data, B, Sung. Everybody's integrated into this one higher technology synthesis of Data. So they have to steal him because he's the actual manifest.
Oh.
And a protection. Data is using a protection security system when intruders come into the Daystrom station.
Like
it's
McAfee or something?
almost. It's if you've
Don't use
ever
McAfee.
watched Next Generation, it's Moriarty, played by the same guy who was in The Nanny, played the butler.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
played
yeah.
Moriarty, and at one point they stuck him like in a data stream and sent him off because he wanted to be sentient, he wanted to be alive.
Okay.
It's him. So you see
So
the
they're just
guys,
bringing everybody for
they're
this
fucking
last
chucking-
run.
and it's because it's the last season.
Right.
They're chucking everybody in this fucking season.
Wow.
It is awesome.
That sounds cool.
So cool. So if you're a Star Trek fan, you've got to watch Picard.
Yeah.
You don't, and you can watch this season. Like the other seasons don't really have that much to do with this season. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really. There's a little bit, but you wouldn't be lost if you just watched season 3.
Except you would miss the dying of Q.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. It was actually that whole season was about him redeeming and helping Picard set like the time stream stage
For
straight.
once.
Yeah, he was kind of like, that whole test thing, not over. It's still not over. Like, fuck, it's been 30 more years. It's still not over.
He's like, I'm done with this.
That was actually really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's been a really great series. I definitely recommend it.
It definitely got good reviews. I just haven't had a chance to
Yeah,
sit down.
that's my recommendation for the week. If you like Star Trek at all, if you like Next Generation, first season's got a lot of cool callbacks. 7 of 9's in it. There's one episode where she from Voyager when they had.
I have a question because I'm not a big Star Trek person, right? That's 7 of 9. Where are all the other ones?
She was a Borg.
She was a Borg.
She was a Borg.
They're like
and
in
Oh, no, I know that they're
Hive mind.
Yeah, she was 7 of 9 of her section, right? So she
right.
was
So
number
where's
7.
the other? Was the
They're
other?
all
one?
gone,
Borg
they're
still.
gone.
Or they're
They're
been
gone.
destroyed
They're
or something.
Oh,
So
okay.
in the Voyager series, they get propelled to the Delta Quadrant, which is where the Borg are from.
Okay.
So they get propelled like right into the fucking heart of the Borg, and past the Borg actually. And as they're heading back to the Alpha Quadrant, they run into Borg territory, which is like the hive of the Borg where they come
Okay.
from. But they have basically transwarp conduits that can go to any part of the universe essentially, or at least the galaxy. And so they run into at one point. They run into the Borg, but at first they run into this species, which was just named 85762 or something like that, which was a Borg designation.
Did Jenny answer it?
For the species that was they only communicate through telepathy, and they lived in the it's a different realm.
Okay.
It's a fluidic space. They live in fluidic space, and the Borg just trying to take over everything. Invades the fucking fluidic space. The problem is this species is way more powerful than the Borg, and they're just killing Borg. So the Borg like tries to get out of their thing, and they're like, "Oh, really?" So they invade the regular space. And like, good, we're just gonna fuck you up now. So now the Borg is on the run from this other species, and so they basically build an alliance with the Voyager because they have nanotechnology that can kill this other species. So you get Seven comes on board as a
liaison.
As a liaison because she was human.
Oh.
Before she was she's a kid, she was transformed into a Borg as a
Gotcha.
kid, but she's a human. So they're like, all right, we're gonna make a human be art, and then ends up Janeway pulls her off.
Kind of hangs out and stays with them.
Janeway she figures out who she was really before. Her name was Annika Hansen. She figures out who she was, and they pull her out of the Borg, out of the collective.
I've seen you excited about a lot of things. I've never seen you this excited when you talk about something.
I love Star Trek.
Yes, you do.
But I love Next Generation, but Voyager, I know it's kind of blasphemous. Voyager's my favorite series. I love Picard. He's my favorite captain, but I love Voyager as a series. If I have to go back and watch it, not that I have to, but I do go back and watch it, I go to Voyager first.
Gotcha.
Do you want to know how I know he's demented? Like to choose Voyager over Next Generation?
Because you're related to him.
Well, that too.
I mean,
You know me 47 years?
It's been a long time.
how do you know he's demented?
Because you chose Voyager.
Oh, okay. That was okay.
No, that's it. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
No, I love me Next Generation, but like, and really it comes down to
Voyager was good too.
It's not just a good series. I think like to me, part of it is still like what I find fascinating about some movies and stuff. The technology that's in Voyager is clearly it came from the like they filmed it in the 90s.
Yeah.
This Next Generation was in the 80s.
Right.
So cinematically,
Right. Yeah. It's got that different look, different feel.
It's just a different look and feel, and it's very different.
Wait,
right?
who's the captain of Voyager?
Janeway.
She
played Kate Mulgrew.
Gotcha.
So,
that was the female captain. Okay.
Yeah, so they get thrown out to the Delta Quadrant.
Which one was Cisco? Deep Space?
Deep Space Nine. And they're completely separated from Starfleet for the first like 6 seasons. They're very separated. They're out on their own, trying to get back across the galaxy, which would essentially take
just a ragtag group of adventurers.
Pretty much, and it's going to take them I think it's 70 or 80 years.
We ain't got that time.
At full warp to get back.
We ain't got that kind of time.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so it basically would have turned into a generational ship because they're not going to go full warp the entire time. They have to stop at some point.
Fucking do it. I mean, they would if they really wanted to get home.
Yeah, but they have to stop every once in a while to, oddly enough, refuel. The dilithium crystals do die out eventually at some point, especially if you're going full warp.
If we're talking about other things, like definitely check out Battlestar Galactica. I think it was
No, I've watched Battlestar Galactica.
2004.
There's Mila.
Yeah, I know that one.
I know this reference.
Yeah.
I know that reference.
Yeah.
It was an old 70s show, and they redid it in 2004, I think.
Yeah.
And the 2004
James
version
almost.
was fucking amazing.
Oh my god, it was so cool.
So good.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
And the fact that
Bears
beats
it's from The Office.
The Office.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was a huge Battlestar Galactica fan.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah, no. And fun fact, to bring it all back together, one of the leads
To episode 4 of Mandalorian?
Yeah.
We passed that.
Yeah. Is
This is
one of the
free time now. We call
leads
this free
people
time. Free
in Battlestar Galactica, Starbuck, is also
Yeah, Katie Sackhoff.
who also plays
Boca Raton.
Boca Raton.
Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Yes, Katie Sackhoff was in Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Boca
It's so
Raton.
funny. When I saw her, I was like, no shit.
She played Starbuck in the 04 version of
Or
Battlestar.
Cara Thrace.
Her name was Cara Thrace, call sign Starbuck.
Yep.
And then, but Starbuck was played
Buck
by
Rogers?
a male in the 70s version. And so when it first came out in 04, people were bullshit. Like, you gender swapped, and what the hell, what the fuck? Starbuck's supposed to be.
You know what? I actually
Starbuck was supposed to
that.
be,
Yeah.
a hotshot guy, but she did an awesome job
Yeah,
of it.
Katie Sackhoff.
Nailed it.
Katie
Oh my
Sackhoff,
god,
yeah.
it was
Badass.
awesome.
She fucking nailed it. And
She's a badass.
yeah, it was really, and the whole series was really done well. Really,
That
really
show
done.
my wife was watching. It's not Walker. There's another it's like a Western show. That it was pretty badass, and she was in that show. She was really good in that show too.
She was.
Like one of those one-word shows, like the guy who was like the sheriff of the town. It's named after him.
Wow.
It's not Walker though. It's something like that. My wife watched it, which means I watched it.
Yes. She's how that happens.
So you two are married. Does that ever happen? Like your wife gets into bed first, starts putting on a show.
Oh yeah.
She falls asleep.
Nope.
You watch it and then
Nope.
watch a couple of extra episodes, and then the next night, guess what you're watching? The same fucking episode you just watched last night because she's awake for 20 minutes of the next episode. You're like, fuck, I just watched this one last night. So I watched the same episode of Monk 7 nights in a row. if I see it one more fucking time, and she goes to sleep,
maybe you should
I fell
stop
asleep.
watching it at one point.
It's not.
Maybe you
It's
should
like,
look over or
because
something.
I'm like,
Damn.
I get to bed and she's, it's on. And
Have
like,
a conversation.
No, and here's what happens, because you're right. When she falls asleep, I should just change it. Agreed?
Yeah.
Can't. Because as soon as I do, I was watching that. I'm like, no, you're not. It's watching you. You were just snoring. How the fuck are you watching? How did you know I changed it? You were just snoring.
So
She knows. It's weird. She knows.
I don't have that problem
No, you
because
fall asleep first, don't you?
exactly. That's part of it. My head hits the pillow. I'm like, my body knows 10 o'clock. It's
done.
a wrap.
You're done.
You're done.
It's good night, honey. I love you. Mwah.
Yeah.
Bed. Oh yeah, no.
22 minutes, we're carrying your ass out of here.
Fridays, you're lucky. Fridays, I'm at the end. It's literally the end of my
It's a
week.
long week. You must be exhausted.
8:30, my body goes, why are we still awake? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm
I
dead
do like
serious.
the fact that his body talks to him in the third
Oh
person.
no, it absolutely does. So no, first person.
That's not scary at all.
But so what we do is
Why is Larry still awake? I don't know, Larry.
I don't know. We figured this out. So if we're watching something, we'll watch it. Like we'll get dinner. We'll start to eat. We'll watch 1 to 2. We'll tell ourselves how many episodes of this you want to watch.
Yeah.
Let's start off with 1. Let's see what time it is. We finish that one. How are we feeling? Can we do one more? Let's do one more. Okay.
All right, Larry.
That's downstairs. We go up to
Thanks,
the bedroom. It's CSI Miami goes on. Because we've both seen, like the CSI, we've both seen them.
You don't have to watch it.
Don't have to, but we
background
like
noise.
it. It's like it's either that or cases with Paul Azan,
Yeah.
like all those like murder stuff.
Yeah, we watch Monk.
Yeah, we watch that, and I go,
watch news
okay, cool.
radio.
I pass out like this. She stays awake for 3 hours. I wake up in the morning.
See, that's me and my wife the opposite. I'm the night owl. She goes to sleep around 9, like you, right? So I'll be like,
That's because you're half Mazzola. Trust me, my
I'm
wife's
like,
she's like, what the fuck? You're all
I'm
family.
like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
My
is when
parents.
I go down.
I remember growing up. I was in my teens and early 20s.
1 a.m.?
I go.
Only
Oh,
time I do
please.
those when I'm
Please.
pulling up.
I used to go out.
And then I'm up at 6.
I used to go out with Ronnie, and we get home. Like he'd go to his house. I got my house like 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time we close the ground round or whatever, I'm like, hey. I call him. I'm like, hey, you want to come over? There's nobody at my fucking house. My brother's out. My mother's out. My father's out. You want to come over? There's nobody
At
here.
1 a.m.?
He's like, it's 1. I'm like, I know. They won't be here for a while. You want to come over?
What the hell were your parents doing at 1 a.m.? I don't want to know.
That's
questionable. You don't want to know.
My mother was at her mother. She'd go to Malden and shop, and they'd stay over there for a while, and her girlfriends would come over, and they'd shoot the shit forever. My father was down at the club playing soccer.
That makes sense.
My brother was on
Yeah.
somebody. I don't know who he'd be on at that point.
Oh my God.
What?
Don't
you
wanna
know
talk
my
about
brother.
that.
You know it's true.
Oh my.
So
We do the.
rest in peace. Don.
I'll be like, "Hun, do you want to watch this movie?" She's like, "No, you know I'm not going to make it through the movie."
She
I'll
was
be
like, no, that's
I'll
not
be like, "All right, how
happening.
about we'll watch like a 20-minute episode of some sitcom or whatever you want to watch?" She's like, "I can do that." 10 minutes in, she's out.
Yeah.
And so like I'll finish it, and I'm
She'll
going
start
to
the
carry
movie.
her upstairs basically.
She should start the movie.
and then I'll like come back down and do like 4 hours worth of work. You know, like it's
Damn.
it's the best I can do to get time with my wife. But on the weekends, it's definitely better. Anyway, we got to wrap.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Wife's calling. We should wrap this up.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, we're all done.
I was supposed to be home.
My wife just called me.
She's like gonna kill me.
She's like, gonna kill me. I'm
my
a dead
sister,
man.
my
Dead
sister
man
just texted
walking.
me too.
Yeah, I think
going like, yeah,
we
need
all
to
got
watch.
the text.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
all of us got
Bang.
the
That
text.
was awesome. All right, well, I guess that's the time. All right, everybody. Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mila.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Hopefully, you enjoyed the episode and all the extra
This is
bits.
such a long
This is
one.
the
It's an
way.
hour and a half. It's an hour and 28 minutes. So you
Jesus.
guys enjoy it.
It's supposed to be like 25 minutes. Fucking
If you're still
recap.
listening, prayers to the wife. Hope everything's okay. Everything's fine. Good recovery.
Yeah.
We're pulling for you guys. And check us out online, everybody. EntertainmentRant.com. Drop us a line. Let us know what you thought of Mandalorian Episode 4 and what you thought of the episode. We'd love to hear from you. All right, what are we going to do, everybody?
Rant, let's rant.
Sleep.
Well, this is Rant to get the fuck out of here.